So, welcome everyone to Friday's second session where you'll be exchanging your information, your expertise, your knowledge with each other. So, it will be a cross mentorship session. And here, our first session will be taken by Mrs. Rashmi Balwarji. She is currently into phonics coaching and she helps kids and the infants mostly who are not able to speak properly and they have some challenges. She will throw some more light over this topic. Rashmi ji, you can start with the presentation and guide us all what you have learned.
Is it visible? Yeah, visible?
Yes, visible.
Yeah, okay. Before I start my presentation, I would like to tell you about phonics. I think everybody is aware about phonic.
No, you please explain.
Yes, the word phonic is actually the understanding of letters and the sounds. Through the letters, you are understanding how the spelling is being formed. Okay, so I have actually given my whole life, I can say, to learn to teach phonics. My brand name is My Phonetics, and structured phonic for strong language foundations. Okay, the next is my name is Rashmi Balwar. I'm a founder of My Phonetics, and I have created level 1, level 2, level 3. Okay, and my target audience is especially 3 years to 7 to 8 years. But yes, those who are from vernacular medium, like in India, there are like Hindi language, Marathi language, Gujarati language, South Indian languages. And on Sky, there is only one language, that is English. So those who are keen to understand the language English and uh, in today's world there are everything, even if maths also, it is in English language. Like, it is not numbers. The word problem is always in the form of sentences. So the children are facing reading problem, especially vernacular medium. Definitely yes, even because they have in 10th standard English subject, so they are not aware about the sounds. So they are not ready for learning spellings. They still we when we used to be old, young enough, that time we used to mug up cat cat, cat cat, cat cat. Now each sound is having their own, each letter is having their own sound. A, b, k. So similarly, the phonic is about all sounds. Next, vernacular medium, when they go for a higher education, they have to give TOEFL, IELTS. For that, they have to be very much keen on reading part, listening part. But these all will not give you proper foundation without phonics. So phonic is the best solution for you to gauge, to learn spelling and to understand how phonics will help in making spellings, right? Goals for the learner. The aim to ensure clarity, sound, structure, reading, confidence in communication. This foster better learning outcomes. Now, here I would like to share you one small story of mine, that my daughter is with cleft palate. Like, she was born with cleft palate. She was having three part of lips and upper part of inside, like that was not there. That is called palate. It was not there. So I can see through nose and the when she opens the mouth, I can see her through mouth. I can see her nostril part. So these kind of kids in on earth, like, they all have nasal voice. Like, I named her Nia. but I was not aware that time that her palate is not there. So the sound which comes, it is like, nia, 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 nasal sound. How are you? How are you? But I worked, and through phonics, now her speech is really good. So phonic helps to cleft palate people also. Like, initially we used to memorize. Like, memorize is like CAT, cat, BAT bad, invitation. So that big, such a big spelling, all kids have to memorize that. But now, through phonics, you can break and read. That technique is developed in my program through phonics. Academic part is always been difficult for normal students also, that is those who are going in English medium also and vernacular medium also. Then phonic approach connects sound to letter in clear organized sequence to build understanding. Learners again gain insight into language patterns rather than memorizing individual parts. Encourages independent reading, logical spelling, natural pronunciation, and greater confidence. Like, now I can say that through phonics, the sound awareness, the decoding, like decoding is what? Supposing say um, gun. So n. So you are decoding the letters through the sound. Fluency is like invitation, inflammation. So through that, you can decode all the letters and make spellings. To learn, you are learning how to make spellings. And in that, in next session, definitely I will be teaching you all blendings, digraph, diphthongs. I know you must not have heard about these sounds, the words, but yes, you are using in every single day, daily life, these all diphthongs, digraphs, and all. So, like, this is the engagement partnership is like, I would like to collaborate with the schools, educators, parents, early learning programs to support literacy development through books. Focus on structured methods, books, marketing, yes, of course, because in our India, there are people, those who are not still not aware about phonics and still struggling. So I would like to help them. So yes, thank you very much. This is next presentation is going to be regarding blendings, diphthongs, how it will help you out all to understand, and definitely it will help you out in making content and improving on spelling part. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rashmiji. Thank you so much. And it was a really
I'm
a
on
eye
time.
opener. Yes, yeah,
I'm on
totally on
time.
time. You were before time, and I appreciate that. And
Okay.
amazing presentation by Rashmi. You can give a round of applause in the chat box, everyone, because this
I hope you have
information.
learned something, right?
Yes, definitely. It's an eye opener. This information was very new to me. Okay. And yeah, we'll carry forward to our next part of the session. Next session will be taken by Nikita. So, Nikita will be talking about how to create website using AI. Okay. Practical implementation. So, live, she will show you how will she create the website using AI. So, now you can start the presentation, Nikita.
हेलो एवरीवन, तो आज मैं बताने वाली हूँ हाउ टू क्रिएट अ वेबसाइट यूजिंग एआई. सो आई विल डू दैट प्रैक्टिकली. इज माय स्क्रीन विजिबल?
Yes.
तो जैसे हमने पिछली बार अपनी प्रेजेंटेशन में बताया था कि कई सारे ऐसे प्लेटफॉर्म्स हैं जिसमें एआई के साथ में वेबसाइट बन जाती है. सो अभी विक्स है जैसे, और जैसे होस्टिंगर है. सो राइट नाउ आई एम यूजिंग होस्टिंगर क्योंकि मैं अधिकतर इसी पर बनाती हूँ. तो मैं ये आपको यूज करके दिखाऊंगी कि किस तरीके से इस पे बनेगी. तो सबसे पहले हम इसमें लॉग इन कर लेते हैं अपने आईडी पासवर्ड से। जो भी हमारे पास इसका वो होता है प्राइसिंग, हम वो ले लेते हैं। मतलब एक प्लान लेना होता है फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इसका, कि ये होस्टिंग है हमारी हमारी वेबसाइट्स वगैरह के लिए। इस पे ही हमारा जो हमारी वेबसाइट्स बनेंगी इसमें उसकी होस्टिंग होगी। सो हमने पहले इसका प्लान लेना पड़ता है, तो हमने प्लान ले लिया है। तो फिर उसके बाद में लॉग इन करके फिर हमें जैसे वेब इसमें जाते हैं तो वेबसाइट लिस्ट आता है उसमें। वेबसाइट लिस्ट में जाएंगे तो हमारे पास ये चीजें आ जाती हैं। और हमें यहाँ पे डोमेन कनेक्ट भी नहीं करना पड़ता है पहले बार में। तो उसमें ऐड वेबसाइट वाला ऑप्शन आएगा, इस पे क्लिक करेंगे हम। इसमें वर्डप्रेस वाली कर देते हैं क्लिक पे। इसमें ये वाला पेज आ जाता है। तो इसमें हमारा पहले हमें पासवर्ड और अपना वो जो ईमेल आईडी होता है वो ऐड करना होता है। फिर हमें नेक्स्ट कर देते हैं। अब इसमें हम चूज कर लेंगे क्रिएट। एक तो आ रहा है क्रिएट वेबसाइट विद एआई एंड प्री बिल्ट वेबसाइट्स एंड थीम्स। तो हम क्रिएट अ वेबसाइट विद एआई सिलेक्ट कर देंगे एंड नेक्स्ट क्लिक कर लेंगे। अब इसमें हम अगर हमारे पास डोमेन नहीं होता है कोई भी, तो हम यूज टेम्परेरी डोमेन से हम बना सकते हैं। और उसमें हम फिर डोमेन ऐड कर सकते हैं बाद में, जब हम अपना डोमेन परचेज कर लेते हैं जिस भी नाम से हमें अपनी साइट बनानी है। अब इसमें मेरे पास है तो जैसे एरो डीजी है, तो मैं इस पे कर लेती हूँ क्लिक। इस पे नेक्स्ट क्लिक कर देंगे हम। जस्ट से
Everyone can make notes as well wherever you feel कि ये चीज़ काम आ सकती है, and turn on your cameras guys as well.
इसके बाद में ना हमें चैट जीपीटी पे जाके हमें प्रॉम्प्ट देना होता है कि हमें किस तरह की वेबसाइट चाहिए, क्या चाहिए। तो उसमें से हम प्रॉम्प्ट निकाल लेते हैं कि हमारी ये बिजनेस है। लेट्स से किसी का हेल्थ बिजनेस है या कुछ है, कि मैं ऐसे ऐसे करता हूँ, हम ये सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करते हैं, मुझे इस तरीके की वेबसाइट चाहिए। तो इसके लिए आप प्रॉम्प्ट बना दो जिससे कि हम एआई की जो होस्टिंगर पर होगा या जिस पे भी होगा, हम उसमें यूज कर सकते हैं इसको। तो मैंने जैसे इसमें ऑलरेडी बना के रख लिया था। ये वाला मेरा पूरा प्रॉम्प्ट चैट जीपीटी ने दे दिया था। हम यहाँ पर डाल देंगे क्योंकि ये पूछ रहा है कि तुम्हें किस तरीके की वेबसाइट चाहिए, क्या है नहीं। इसमें हम अपनी तरफ से कलर्स और जिस तरीके की हमें कुछ इमेजेस चाहिए या किस तरह की चाहिए, हम इसमें वो कर लेते हैं ऐड। और उस तरीके की हमें वेबसाइट जनरेट करके दे देता है। ये मैंने जिस तरीके का प्रॉम्प्ट डाला था कि भाई मेरी ऐसे ऐसे एरोडीजी करके सर्विस वो कंपनी है, और उसमें मुझे ये चीजें, मेरी रिक्वायरमेंट्स क्या है, मैं ये सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड कराती हूँ, वेबसाइट डिजाइनिंग, फेसबुक एड्स, सोशल मीडिया मार्केटिंग। एंड उसमें मुझे होम पेज चाहिए, उसमें ये चीजें चाहिए हमें। अबाउट पेज चाहिए, सर्विसेज चाहिए, कांटेक्ट पेज चाहिए। ये ऐसी ऑप्टिमाइजेशन होना चाहिए उसमें ऑलरेडी। डिजाइन और वगैरह कि उसमें ऐसा डिजाइन होना चाहिए, ये सब होना चाहिए। कलर पैलेट ऐसा चूज करो, उसमें उन्होंने ऐसे बना के दे दी। ठीक है। अब जैसे ये रेडी है ऑलरेडी, सारी की सारी इसमें पेजेस हैं, बट अब हमें इसमें लग रहा है कि हमें कुछ चीज चेंज करनी है। हमें ये जैसे बाई चांस हमें ये अच्छा नहीं लग रहा कि भाई कोई इमेज, ये इमेज हमें अच्छी नहीं लग रही है, तो हमें चूज करनी है कि दूसरी करनी है। तो हम इसमें एडिट साइड पे ऑप्शन आता है, इस पे क्लिक करेंगे। ये हमारा जो भी बिल्डर होता है, जैसे एलिमेंट और बिल्डर यूज कर रही हूँ मैं, उस पे लेके जाता है। अब इसमें हम कुछ भी यहाँ से चेंज कर सकते हैं। हमें ये टेक्स्ट चेंज करना है, हम यहाँ पे क्लिक करेंगे, इसका टेक्स्ट चेंज कर सकते हैं। हम हमें कलर चेंज करना है, तो हम यहाँ पे जाके कलर चेंज कर सकते हैं, स्टाइल में जाके कर सकते हैं। इसकी टाइपोग्राफी हमें दूसरी तरीके की चाहिए, हमें वो ले सकते हैं यहाँ पे। अब जैसे इमेज चेंज करनी है, तो हम यहाँ पे, ये आ जाएगा ऑप्शन, इस पे क्लिक करेंगे, चूज इमेज करेंगे, और हमें कोई भी फाइल सेलेक्ट करनी है जो भी हमें चाहिए। जैसे कि जैसे मुझे ये इमेज चाहिए, फॉर एन एग्जांपल, इस पे क्लिक कर दूंगी और आ जाएगा सेलेक्ट, और ये मेरी इमेज यहाँ पे ऐड हो गई। ऐसे ही हम इसका यहाँ पे टेक्स्ट चेंज कर सकते हैं। कुछ टेक्स्ट हमें ऐड करना हो, तो यहाँ से हम टेक्स्ट ऐड कर सकते हैं। यहाँ पे हमें सारे ऑप्शन मिल जाते हैं कि हमें क्या क्या चीजें चेंज करनी है, तो और बहुत ही इजी तरीके से हो जाता है यहाँ पे जी। कोडिंग भी कर सकते हैं, अगर हमें इसमें कुछ कोड ऐड करना है, but इसमें जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है। ऐड मीडिया कर सकते हैं, वीडियोस हम ऐड कर सकते हैं यहाँ पे जाके, ऐड मीडिया में जाकर। इसको हम, जैसे हमने इमेज चेंज करनी थी मुझे, मैंने इमेज चेंज कर दी, अब हम इसे पब्लिश कर देंगे। अब ये हमारी सेम वही वेबसाइट तैयार हो गई है already। आपको किसी भी पेज पे कुछ भी चेंजेस करने हो, उसमें जाकर आप ऐसे कर सकते हैं, और ये हमारी सारी साइट तैयार हो गई है। बहुत
क्रेजी,
इजी।
क्रेजी। थैंक यू सो मच निकिता, एंड आई होप आप लोग के बल बॉर्न मोमेंट्स हुए होंगे। एंड निकिता ने बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से चीज़ों को एक्सप्लेन किया है। एंड अगर आप लोग नोट्स बना रहे होगे, सो इट विल हेल्प यू ऑल्सो टू क्रिएट योर ओन वेबसाइट। ठीक है, थैंक यू निकिता। एंड नाउ I will explain something which can help you all, but it is something which you might not expect that I will give a presentation upon. So, I will be talking upon animal welfare and first aid. Let me know if is my screen available to you all or not. Is it clear?
Yes, bro. It is.
It is visible? Cool. So, it's for community animals. So, what we will cover today, number one, we are covering who are community animals, then common emergencies, then first aid by animal category, dogs and cats, cattle, birds, squirrels, with real life examples for each. Who are community animals and why do they matter? We'll cover on that. Number one, they are dogs and cats. The dogs and cats are the specific animals who are rodents, reduce this disease, and adapt to urban life. Number two are birds. Number three are cattle and buffaloes. And number four are squirrels and others. You might encounter with each one of them in your day to day life. So, what is the scientific importance of community animals? Number one, disease control. Vaccinated dogs control rodent populations, reducing spread of leptospirosis, plague, and typhus. Then biodiversity support. Birds aid pollution at seed dispersal, sustaining plant growth and forest regeneration. Then rural livelihoods. Cattle contribute to dairy systems and rural economics across millions of Indian households. Then, food chain integrity. Removing animals disrupts ecological food chains, causing cascading environmental imbalance. Then, sterilization science. Humane sterilization reduces aggression, overpopulation, and disease transmission significantly. Then, public health link. Animal welfare directly protects human health. Zoonotic diseases are reduced by healthy animal populations. What are the common emergencies faced by community animals? So you what why I'm sharing this, because you need to know the emergency before you respond, and each situation is different for each animal type. So there are road accidents, heat stroke, plastic ingestion, electrocution, and dehydration. So first aid by animal category. Number one, understanding the shock, because it's the silent killer for all animals. What are the signs of shock? Pale or white gums, extreme weakness, rapid shallow breathing, cold extremities, glazed or unresponsive eyes. Okay, so you have to act fast. Apply firm pressure to the bleeding wounds. You can keep animal calm and completely still. Do not offer food or water yet. Wrap body gently to retain the warmth and call a vet immediately. For dogs and cats, what are the emergency first aid with examples? The real example is, for example, a scenario is a dog is hit by a car. It is lying on the road, not moving. So do not drag by legs. Support the full body. Use a board flat surface as a stretcher. Check for breathing. Place hand near nostrils to feel the airflow. Apply cloth pressure on any visible bleeding wound for 5 to 10 minutes. Cover loosely with a cloth to prevent shock. Keep surroundings very quiet. Call a vet immediately. Okay. Another real life example, a street dog is panting heavily, staggering, and collapsing in the afternoon heat. So move to a shade immediately, fan or ventilate the area. Pour room temperature water on the paw pads, abdomen and neck slowly. कई लोग मुंह पे डाल देते पानी, वो नहीं करना है. So do not use ice or cold water. It causes blood vessel constriction. Offer small amounts of water to drink if animal is conscious. Transport to the vet. Then another example, a cat is vomiting repeatedly after eating from a garbage pile. So, do not induce vomiting unless directed by a vet. Keep the cat warm, calm, and in a quiet, enclosed space. Note what it may have eaten. Tell the vet color, smell, or substance. Do not offer milk. It worsens the poisoning symptoms in cat. Rush to the vet with a sample of suspected substance in, if possible. Then, what happens if bleeding and fractures and seizures happens? So do this. Apply direct pressure with a clean cloth, 5 to 10 minutes of minimum. Layer more cloth on the top if blood soaks through. Do not remove it. Suspect fracture, immobilize limb. Do not attempt to straighten it. Use a rigid flat surface. Muzzle gently with cloth if dog may bite from pain. Make sure of it. Never do all these things. Do not apply turmeric, soil, ash, or any powder on wound because it can cause them infection. Remove blood soaked cloth, reapply on top instead. Try to straighten or set a broken bone yourself. Do not do this. Give milk to a poisoned cat worsens the digestive systems. Okay? Then, for cattle and buffaloes, maybe when you are in a street, you might find some in India. So, real life example, a cow is found lethargic, not eating with a visibly bloated abdomen, plastic bag seen nearby. So, do not force food or water into cow because it worsens the blockage. Keep the cow calm in shade and prevent it from lying down if bloated. Gently walk the cow slowly to stimulate gut movement. Rush to a vet immediately. Ramen impact requires a professional intervention. Real life example for a buffalo. A buffalo is found panting rapidly with the mouth open in mildly heat, not moving. Generally, in the streets of Delhi, Lucknow, Azamgarh, we find similar cases. So, we move to a shade or a cooler shelter immediately, use helpers if needed, pour large amount of room temperature water over head, neck, back, and udder. Just remember, for the dogs, you need not to put over the face. For cattle, put it over the head. It matters a lot. Okay, fan vigorously or use a wet sack placed on the body, and many more. Okay, a call a livestock vet. Heat stroke in cattle requires IV fluids in severe cases. Now, another example, a cow has a large open wound and in its leg after being hit by a vehicle. Tie a clean cloth firmly around the wound to control the bleeding. Avoid applying dung, ash, or oil. These causes dangerous infection. Do not attempt to stitch or close the wound yourself because लात मार देगी उड़ जाओगे आप. ठीक है? Avoid that. Keep the flies away using a cloth covering the wounds area. Arrange transport to veterinary clinic. Next, for critical do's and don'ts, do this. Keep the animal calm in shade and away from traffic. Control bleeding with clean, firm cloth. Change externally. Report plastic injection location to local bodies. Contact the local livestock veterinary officer. That is LVO. Even minor wounds in cattle can become fatal if infected by flies. And opposite जो है वो नहीं करना है आपको. Then for birds, कभी कोई हमें ये नहीं बताता बर्ड्स की टेक केयर कैसे करें. ठीक है, डॉग्स और कैट तो वेरी कॉमन है. सो most common situation for birds are that baby bird fall in window collision, cat attacked, okay, or dehydration. So real example, a baby crow has fallen from a nest in a tree. It is featherless and helpless, so do not assume it is abandoned. Parents are likely to watching nearby. Look for the nest. If reachable, gently place the bird back. If nest is unreachable, line a small box with dry leaves, place bird inside. Hang or place the box near the tree so parents can locate it. Observe from a distance. If parents don't return in 4 hours, call wildlife rescue. Then a pigeon has crashed into a window and it is stunned and lying on the ledge. So pick up gently with both hands, cupped around the body. Cupped around the body means like this. Okay. Then place in a dark ventilated box. Darkness reduces panic and shock. Keep in a quiet room. Silence is medicine for a stunning bird. Do not force feed water or food. Aspiration can be fatal. After 1 to 2 hours, if not required, contact a bird rescue. Okay. Number 3, a sparrow is found unable to fly with a visible injured wing near a stray cat. Remove it from danger first. Use a soft cloth to pick it up gently. Place in a ventilated box. Do not let it walk, move the damaged wing. Keep warm. Place a cloth, wrapped hot water bottle, not touching bird nearby. So these are the things for the birds. So do's and don'ts for this is like handle with minimal contact, cup both hands around the body, dark plus quiet box, keep the bird warm. Baby birds touch them, return to the nest, parents will not reject them. Offer a drop of water on a cotton swab only if bird is conscious. Then squirrels. So you can take the screenshot, you can read it aloud because I have a little time left. Then heat stroke response, move to the shade, cool gradually, avoid ice water, rehydrate slowly, get vet help. Vet is a veterinary doctor. Okay. Now, for bleeding and fracture, the universal rules plus animal tips. It's for universal, all types of animals. Press clean cloth or sterilize gauze firmly, hold 5 to 10 minutes. Later, layer more cloth on the top. If blood soaks through, never remove it. Suspected fracture, immobilize only, do not set the bone. Use a rigid surface, plank, book to carry, avoid the bending the body. Keep animals still and quiet. Movement increases blood loss. Dogs muzzles gently, and if they are in pain, they will bite you. Cattle, they tie legs loosely to keep still. Birds do not bandage the feathers. So, there are some laws and ethics for community action. These are the laws: Federal Law, Constitution Law, Penal Code, and Authority. PC Act 1960, Article 51A, IPC 428 and 429, Animal Welfare Board. So, you can read this in your free time. I will share it with you all. Then, building a compassionate community action model. So, provide water, support sterilization, no plastic and litter, report cruelty. How you can report it? There are some Instagram channels like People for Animals. You can Google it for a nearby vet. Okay, you can go over there and talk to them and join some WhatsApp communities if you want. If you want to join some communities, you can text me personally. I will share you the links. Educate children. Okay, so that's why I'm educating you all, because you can educate your children. Now organize some communities. So ethical social responsibilities like compassion towards animals reflects the moral strength of a society, and because animals cannot speak, human intervention is their only recourse in any emergency. First aid knowledge transforms ordinary bystanders into responsible community guardians. Acting with awareness upholds your constitutional duty under Article 51 AG of India's Constitution, and every individual can become a first responder and advocate for human coexistence. And you are now a first responder. Okay, so thank you everyone. Thank you for your time for listening to me. And now we'll move to the next participant, Sai and Adesh. So they will be covering on the storytelling part in much more detail. You can share the screen and start your session.
Uh, Okay. So you guys will be able to see my screen.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, we are going to cover on storytelling, one of my most favorite topics as a copywriter and an advertiser myself. So to start off things, storytelling, I'll be covering storytelling and marketing, while on the other hand, Adesh covers storytelling in sales, and then we combine the both. Right? How is it different? How is it similar? All these things. So storytelling in marketing simply means you are crafting a story to sell. Okay. And these must evoke emotions. This can be happy, this can be sadness, nostalgia, anything in the spectrum. Okay. So the first thing that we are going to see in storytelling will be why storytelling is your power move. Okay. As you can see the screen itself, average 4,000 to 10,000 ads are basically seen every single day. These are direct response ads that you come across. Meaning, let's say I'm selling you a phone. You're seeing an ad for a phone. Okay. There's no emotion involved. There's just the price. Some emotions are involved, like the features of the phone. But again, you're going to buy Apple or you're going to buy Samsung. These are all brand stories. One more thing is, why are you going to buy these brands? Because of the second box over here, which is cutting through the noise. That's your major task in this entire storytelling. How are you different from others? What is your justification? Most important point is the third one. A storytelling marketing campaign is 22 times more memorable. If your ads are not memorable, you are just going to spend money on ads. You're going to see sales. You're only spending on ads. They don't remember you, they don't care about you. Money comes in, you're not creating a brand over there. So money comes in only when your ads are live. That's why storytelling and marketing is so important. Coming to the next one, we are talking about the emotional science behind storytelling. We got to know why storytelling is important. Now we are going to look at the emotional science. First one will be your narrative transportation. Meaning, what am I saying in the video or on the image? Like we see brands putting a image of a model. Why is the model there in the first place? Why do brands pay so much for casting agencies and modeling agencies to get models? What is going on? Is it just for the look? Is it just on what? Simple logic is, let's say I own a clothing brand. I am going to go for a model, let's say a female model who is slim, because in aspirations for major women is a slim body. That's your narrative transportation. This is a very brief example that I'm giving you. This can go even more deep. Coming on to the next slides, I'll tell you how to go more deep and all that. Second thing is, each and every story of yours must evoke trust and loyalty. If you are remembered, obviously people are going to trust you. That's why you see social media. You like one influencer, you keep following their content. Even if you don't follow, you keep seeing their posts. Why? Because you are engaging with their account. That is because of trust and loyalty. Again, coming back to the first point, narrative transportation. You like that influencer, that's why. Third, final one, if you are doing these two things right, only then your brand becomes something like a binge-worthy content. So they keep seeing your content. Why does Red Bull post sports? Red Bull sponsored this one of Metro Boomin. It's called as Red Bull Symphonic, right? So this all is behind the storytelling. The entire format, every single thing is behind this logic. Coming to the next slide is, we understood why, we understood what can you do with it. The core elements of your story will be one hero. Your product, you, or the person using it, anything can be the hero. Majority over here, the winning brands use their customers as the hero. How is that problem going to be solved by this particular product? The customer becomes the hero who is using the product. That is your hero. Second, there must be a conflict. There must be a villain. Okay. So your third point will be guide. The entire thing coming to Adesh and all, he'll be focusing more on this part because that's the storyline for sales. Right. The fourth one is the resolution. This can be growth, this can be a problem solving or transformation, anything. These are your core elements of a winning marketing story. This can be a testimonial, anything. A social proof always is better. Right? Coming to this one, the timeless storytelling lines that we all copywriters love using. The 5 most common ones is a mystery story. Okay? Something that needs to build curiosity. Like, let's say, I'm taking a product of Marlboro. Okay? Marlboro has a man, a cowboy, who has one eye patch that creates curiosity. Okay? Transformation story, as you can see, gyms, all that use the storyline always. The fourth one is relatable characters. Your brand is going to humanize. This is used by most of the marketing agencies to come across as friendly, relatable as possible. Fourth one will be your storytelling campaigns in video. These are used by brands like Lambo and all that. There was one campaign of a barber ad of Lamborghini with the use of influencers. Only a single influencer. I'll be sharing that also on the group. I'll be sharing it with Arpit so he can share you guys. The last and final one is interactive and immersive. This is the new kind. This is used by someone like Meta X Rebel. Right? That is not given out to everyone right now because they are still working on some things, but they are creating shoppable videos. Experience. What does the customer feel after wearing this product? What can you do with it? It's features, but in a story format. I'll be showing you a couple of examples also in real life. So the first one, if I am able to share my screen over here, I'll be sharing all the links over here so it is much more clearer for you guys. So this is one of the campaigns. So a shoppable video by Tolstoy. This is an AI commerce thing where you can generate UGC campaigns, AI images, videos for your products. Okay. everything is AI over here. So you are going to create a storyline based on that. This is a complete, and they have built this entire thing. We are not talking about them providing the service. We are talking about this video itself as an ad. That's the difference here. One more will be Honda Civic Type R. This basically is two ventures combined together. Basically, a family-driven car plus for sports, both combined. That's this video over here. One more is driven by dreams. This is one of the most, what should I say? One of the most extraordinary ad that I have come across. It's a video, but you can consider this as an ad. This basically evokes children. Okay. So as a kid, I wanted to own a Lamborghini. What am I dreaming of in a Lambo? Okay. The entire thing based on when I'm a kid, I want to be someone. I want to be a superhero with wings. Every single thing is detailed to such an extent that it creates a nostalgia. Right? I want to get this car someday. That is your emotional part. All these videos, as I told, will be shared with you all on the group in the community. Coming back to this will be why this our game changers. Right? One thing as Ogilvy's executive chairman, no longer the former because he passed away and all that, but he clearly told in one of the videos by the founder of Bombay Shaving Company. He does a podcast, and where he tells that ads are becoming boring. What you need to do is these three things. One is video that drives decisions. You are improving your core. Okay, the core shopping tool outperforms the images and text in influence. So, what is the tool? Can you use some tools, or is your video itself the tool? The second one will be longer engagement, creating a shoppable experience. Like, let's say you own an e-commerce store, but how are you generating that as shoppable as possible? What are you exactly doing? How do I remember you? Right? Like, let's say I want to launch a jewelry brand. Okay, a jewelry brand has different things, but how am I making that experience for them? Is it aspirational? If I'm going high ticket, if I'm going low ticket, is it like to get more status? What is going on? That interaction that keeps your customer in your funnel, in your sales funnel for a longer period of time. The last one is loyalty through experience. This is a new age thing where you're going to use AR and VR to create that loyalty. Coming to this one, crafting your brand story. So here, this is a practical guide where we are going to craft a story ourselves. Okay. Just name a product, whatever you feel. Let's create a story right now. This is only going to take 2 or 3 minutes more. Anyone? Yeah, Arpit.
I can speak, but I want anyone else to participate. Guys, it's your
Salam, you are
chance.
into meta ads.
You can get your story created by Sai instantly.
How about somebody who is in the field of emotional wellness? If we have to,
Okay, nice. Isha's product. It's cool. So over here, I am already the accountability partner of Isha, and we discuss about this. So first thing, crafting your brand story. We are not talking about a DR ad over here. DR ad is direct response. That means sales. This is where your webinar and all that comes. We are talking about people who are going to remember your brand forever. Okay, this is a long-term game, not a short-term one. It's not going to get you immediate sales. Long-term, yes, you're going to see a significant amount of sales. Sales part, as I told, Adesh will be doing. First one, we'll start off with the customer. So Isha, as I spoke to her, these guys, what is their challenge? What is their emotions? To be very much clear, starting point, end point. Okay. Now let's say someone is stressed, someone is depressed, anything around those spectrums. This can be the most
let's just
extreme
say
ones
it's a
also.
heartbreak. Let's take heartbreak as an example.
Heartbreak. Okay, let's say that. What is their aspiration? What's their goal?
So people, those who are going through heartbreak, they feel that they are losing interest and trust in relationships as well as themselves, and their ability to focus on present becomes really diminished. So in order to
Correct.
make them help not only functional but also optimal, and also understanding how to deal with their heartbreak without any the overwhelming.
This is all the problems and this. That is different. I'm asking what is their end goal? Like, do they want to get a
End goal
girlfriend,
is that
boyfriend? Like, what is it?
and is that they know how to move on healthily, whether they choose to be in a relationship or not. But however, whenever they choose, they will be choosing it responsibly and not just because for the sake of it or for the plot of it.
Got it. So that is your entire thing with your customer. That's the entire spectrum. So we have a framework for how the video should be now. Okay, it should be someone who is depressed in life and all that. You coming into their life. This is where the second part comes in. You're
Also,
going to use
Sai, you need
slogans.
to speed up as well.
Yeah, I'll be speeding up. No worries over there. I have 2 more slides.
Yeah.
Okay. And as you told, the third point is data and evidence. Because you have already worked, you have this. If it is not there, research. Okay. Next part is test. Okay. This can be go extreme, go a bit less. So you are going to create an entire brand ad using a very low, as you told, right? What you are thinking. And you're going to go to the extreme part. You can use AI and all that into this. But basically, your entire knowledge must be very simple in your entire story. Is the customer going to feel an emotion? Are they going to cry? Are they going to feel happy? Are they going to feel motivated? What is going on? Is your video going is your video going in that direction or not? If it's not, scratch that video. Do a new one. If that is evoking emotion, test that. Run an ad, a minimum budget one. See if that is working. If it's not, do it again. That's your entire crafting your brand story. Once this brand story is crafted, you can use this in a number of ads. It doesn't matter how your ads is. That's how you position. Can you change your position? Yes. That totally depends on what is the timeline that you look at. Okay. Coming to the next one is what to not do. Number one, feature overload. Now, when Isha was explaining all these things, right? The problem was I was like, what is going on? That's called feature overload. Okay. Your customers might not think about that also. Are you overloading them or not? That's your first question. If it's overloaded, gone. Your story doesn't work. Okay. Second part, do not show your brand as the hero. Your customers are your hero. Your product, your service, whatever you do becomes a supporting factor for the customer to become the hero. Okay. Most of the meta ads also not work. They don't perform. Why? Because of this exact reason. You're selling on too many features or you're selling the product as a hero. Why not change it? Let's say I'm selling shoes, a sneaker, right? How does the customer feel after wearing the sneaker is your ad.
Yeah, Sai, you need to finish it within
Yeah.
a minute.
Okay. Then no worries. Second, there must be no conflict. Okay. You need conflict in every single campaign of yours. There must be a villain. Next one is generic stories. Be creative over here. Okay. That's where I told you the spectrums. Go extreme, go low. The last and final one is you creating your own story. Make it strategic, make it resonant, and meet them where they are. This means both in ads and your platform. If they are on Instagram, go on Instagram. My audience are on LinkedIn and they use YouTube. Instagram is of no use for me. That is storytelling and marketing. Now Adesh will take over in sales.
Thank you, bhai, for great explain marketing.
So, Adesh, before you start, let me tell you,
Yes.
you will have only 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You have to cover it within 5 minutes. Sai has taken more of your time.
Okay. Can you see my screen,
Okay.
everyone?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
visible.
Okay. Okay. So साई ने बहुत अच्छे से explain किया how to objection handling in storytelling through the marketing. So my part is objection handling storytelling in deep rule. So basically what is the insight? Logical mind से emotional mind तक shift कैसे करना है, resistance को कम कैसे करना है, and social proof को create कैसे करता है. For example एक recap ले लेते हैं objection handling का. Storytelling objection handling में सिर्फ example देने का tool नहीं है. ये साइकोलॉजी को पावरफुल वेपन है. जब आपको कस्टमर ऑब्जेक्शन देता है, एक्चुअली वो नो नहीं बोल रहा है, उसको कुछ ना कुछ तो चैलेंज है, कुछ ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम है जो वो समझ नहीं रहा है या तो हमसे कनेक्ट नहीं कर रहा है. तो वहां पे हमें एक बहुत जरूरत होती है इमोशनल चीजों को कनेक्ट करने की, और प्लस स्टोरी और इमोशनल जो भी चीजें कनेक्ट होती हैं वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक वेपन है, वो है स्टोरी टेलिंग. सो अब डिफरेंट ऑब्जेक्शन प्लस स्टोरी एग्जांपल्स लाइक बेसिकली जो हमारे पास ऑब्जेक्शंस आते हैं जब सेल्स में आप रहते हो, तो प्राइस बहुत ज्यादा बताते हैं. ठीक है. मुझे ट्रस्ट का इशू है बेसिकली बहुत ज्यादा आता है, और एक बहुत इशू आता है मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है. ठीक है. अब जैसे एग्जांपल लेते हैं, जैसे किसी ने बोला कि ये बहुत ही एक्सपेंसिव है, कस्टमर जैसे कि ज्यादातर बोलता है योर सोल्यूशन इज टू एक्सपेंसिव. तो उसका सिंपल सा लेना है, एक स्टोरी के साथ बता सकते हो कि लास्ट ईयर ही हमारे क्लाइंट थे, उनको भी सेम प्रॉब्लम थी, लेकिन उनको भी प्राइस ज्यादा लग रहा था कि जो भी कंपटीटर है उनके थ्रू हम ज्यादा दे रहे हैं. लेकिन जब उन्होंने इम्प्लीमेंट किया चीजों को उसको इम्प्लीमेंट किया और बेटर तरीके से काम किया, तो उनको विद इन 6 मंथ में 30% का ग्रोथ मिला. तो बंदा क्या है ना, वो सामने से कनेक्ट करता है. मैं कितने भी चीजें बताता रहूं उसको, अपने प्रोडक्ट के बारे में बेनिफिट बताता रहूं, लेकिन बंदा तभी कनेक्ट करेगा जब उसको हम थोड़ा सा स्टोरी के बारे में, स्टोरी से हम रिफॉर्म करेंगे. अब जैसे स्टोरी फ्रेमवर्क के बारे में बताऊं तो केयर एक फॉर्मूला है जिसमें आप इसको यूज कर सकते हैं. केयर मतलब सी का मतलब है कॉन्टेक्स्ट. पहले एक सीन क्लियर कर दीजिए. एगिटेशन मतलब जो भी प्रॉब्लम है क्लाइंट की, उसको सॉल्व करना है, उसको समझना है, डिस्क्राइब करना है कि उसकी क्या प्रॉब्लम है, उसको खुद रियलाइज कराना है. ठीक है. रिजोल्यूशन करना है, उसके बाद एंड करना है रिजल्ट पे. ये सारी चीजें हैं जिसमें हमें वर्क करना है. अब ऑब्जेक्शन हैंडलिंग की बात करें तो व्हाट इज द आइडियल टाइमलाइन फॉर ऑब्जेक्शन हैंडलिंग हो गया, व्हाट डू यू फॉर द अनसॉल्व ऑब्जेक्शन हो गया. थोड़ा सा टाइम इशू है तो मैं आगे बढ़ रहा हूँ. ओके. जस्ट अ मिनट सर, स्लाइड थोड़ा सा गड़बड़ हो गई अभी, एक मिनट.
आप मेरे में से 2 मिनट एक्स्ट्रा ले लो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, आप आराम से दे प्लीज.
वही मैं सोचा थोड़ा सा गड़बड़ हो रहा था इधर.
नहीं नहीं, आप आराम से मेरे 2 मिनट ले लो, मुझे कोई टेंशन नहीं है, बट प्लीज
ओके
आप
ओके
आराम से बताओ बिकॉज दिस इज इम्पोर्टेंट.
ओके. अगेन फिर वही आ रहा है. हाँ. ओके. ठीक है. ये केयर हो गया, कॉन्टेक्स्ट हो गया, एगिटेशन हो गया, रिजोल्यूशन हो गया, एंड रिजल्ट हो गया. अब बहुत सारे लोग एग्जाम्पल भी देते हैं कि ये बहुत ही एक्सपेंसिव है. ठीक है. तो एग्जाम्पल वहां पे आप समझा सकते हो कि लास्ट ईयर, ये तो मैंने समझा दिया. स्टोरी एग्जाम्पल वी आर हैप्पी ऑफ द करंट क्लाइंट एक और एग्जाम्पल है. अब ऑब्जेक्शन हैंडलिंग को हम क्राफ्ट कैसे करना है. ठीक है. तो अपने आप से पूछना है हु हैड द सेम ऑब्जेक्शन बिफोर, मतलब इससे पहले भी कौन से ऑब्जेक्शन उन्होंने फेस किया है, प्रॉब्लम कहाँ पे वो फेस कर रहे हैं, क्या चैलेंज है, और कैसे उसको मेजर कर सकते हैं. तो हमें जब भी हम सेल्स कॉल पे जा रहे हैं या मार्केटिंग के लिए किसी के लिए भी जा रहे हैं, तो हमारे पास पांच पांच स्टोरी सारी चीजों की होनी चाहिए. वो चाहे प्राइस का ऑब्जेक्शन हो रहा हो, चाहे ट्रस्ट का इशू हो रहा हो, या टाइमिंग का इशू हो रहा है. बिकॉज आप अगर सेल्स कॉल पे जा रहे हैं और अगर आपके पास प्रिपरेशन नहीं है, तो आप कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है, कॉन्फिडेंस कभी नहीं आएगा. हो सकता है कभी एक दो बार में आप क्लोज कर लो, बट बार बार चीजें नहीं आएंगी, क्योंकि आपके पास कॉन्फिडेंस ही नहीं रहेगा. तो सामने वाले भी आजकल बहुत एडवांस है, वो तुरंत पकड़ लेते हैं कि प्रॉब्लम कहाँ पे है. तो टेक अवे की बात करें तो ऑब्जेक्शन जो है ना वो अपॉर्चुनिटीज है. ठीक है. लॉजिक अगर आप करेंगे तो स्टोरीज आपकी फैलेगी. केयर फॉर्मूला आपको यूज करना है, और स्टोरी बैंक, और इसको आपको रेजोनेंस करना है. फाइनल थॉट, फैक्ट टेल्स स्टोरी सेल्स. मतलब फैक्ट अगर आप बता रहे हो और स्टोरी बेच रहे हो तो 100% बिकेगा. अब एक पार्ट हम लोगों का और था. हेलो साईं, आवाज आ रही है? हेलो भाई.
हाँ हाँ, आ रही है.
हाँ हाँ, आप थोड़ा सा डिफरेंशिएट बता दो, फिर मैं वो बताता हूँ.
Done. So the main difference when it comes to storytelling in sales and marketing, there's only two difference. Storytelling in sales is personalized, hyper personalized at best. You're meeting a customer's need, want, and all that through a story that they itself want. It's hyper personalized. But storytelling and marketing is for the masses. Okay. So you are not talking only to one person, you're talking to many. You need a common language. That is where your research comes in. That is your first difference. Second difference when it comes to storytelling and marketing and sales is storytelling and marketing plays as hero villain role. Okay. But in a very mass way. In sales, the difference is again hyper personalized, but at a very narrow level. That's the only difference. Those are the two differences.
एंड
Similarities.
सो मेनी सिमिलैरिटीज विल बी देयर. अगर आप सेल्स पे भी देखोगे, मार्केटिंग पे भी देखोगे, तो मार्केटिंग में बस ये डिफरेंस रहता है कि एक स्टोरी बनानी पड़ती है पहले, और सेल्स करते वक्त स्टोरी वही रहती है, उसको स्टोरी से जोड़ना होता है. जब आप मार्केटिंग के लिए जा रहे हो, कोई भी एड्स तैयार कर रहे हो, पिच तैयार कर रहे हो, तो वहां पे भी सेल्स की जैसी स्टोरी तैयार करनी है, यहाँ पे भी स्टोरी तैयार करनी है. बस देखना है कि अट्रैक्ट हो रहा है या नहीं, कस्टमर अट्रैक्ट हो रहा है. तो बहुत ज्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है, मेन चीज दोनों सेम ही है, बस उसको थोड़ा सा इम्प्लीमेंट करना होगा. मार्केटिंग थोड़ा सा वाइड लेवल पे आ जाती है, और सेल्स में क्या होता है कि आप एक दो पर्सन से वन टू वन इंटरेक्ट करते हो. मार्केटिंग में आपको ह्यूज लेवल पे इंटरेक्ट करना होता है. बाकी स्टोरी सेम होती है, स्टोरी टेलिंग इज सेम. ओके, थैंक यू सर.
Thank you, Adesh and Sai, for this valuable part of yours. Now, next session is of Isha Bharadwaj. Isha will talk a lot on the emotional wellness part, and now let's listen Isha what she has to speak about.
Okay, thank you so much for giving me the stage. First off, I would request most of the people, those who can, switch on your camera. It will be really very nice, because this is something that I really need your attention for. All right. I'm not going to use a PPT. This is something I'm going to be directly talking to you about. All right. So those who can switch on, wonderful. Those who can't, I just hope you're looking at me. All right. Today, what I'm going to cover about is, it could sound slightly controversial to most of you, but everything that you are thinking, have you ever thought, was right? Anything that you ever thought was right. The thing is that right working for you anymore or not? That's the question. Now, let me give you a little explanation. लोगों को लगता है कि जब लड़ाई होती है लोगों के बीच में, तो it's because क्योंकि there is one right, one wrong. No, there are two rights which are fighting consecutively. महाभारत भी इसलिए हुई थी क्योंकि दो सही एक दूसरे के सामने खड़े थे. We just had to prove which one was in more responsible fashion. That was धर्म के हाथ में कौन था. Coming back. Now, how is it going to work? Please let me explain to you something very interesting today. Your brain, all of you, I'm sure, any pattern that you have ever picked up, any behavior that you've ever picked up, from starting to casually lying, to mistrusting people, to maybe saying something which you really don't mean, but you said it just because, so that the other person does not get upset, in the lines of people pleasing. Maybe there is a reason why you learned all that. There is a reason why you find it so hard to open yourself up in front of other people. Why? Because when as a child you were trying to speak the truth, somebody actually let you down. They created an entire fiasco out of it, and your brain, being the survival manager of your body, decided to figure out what was the safest way to ensure कि ये threat मुझे दोबारा ना मिले, ये पिटाई मुझे दोबारा ना आए, ये झाड़ मुझे वापस ना पड़े. Your brain learned how to lie so that you can navigate through things in the most smoothest and energy saving fashion. The very same way, anytime when you felt like, that you said no and people felt rejected and then they created big ruckus out of it, you started people pleasing. You started talking to people in a fashion ये बुरा ना मान जाए, मम्मी को बुरा ना लगे, पापा को बुरा ना लगे, मासी को बुरा ना लगे, चाचा को बुरा ना लगे, just because you're scared how they would respond if you say no to them. And over the period of time, it became, a habit. It became a pattern for you. Please understand, when you learned something at that point of time in your life, that was not your weakness, that was brilliance. Because your brain its job is to ensure that you are safe and you are not putting yourself in threat ever again of any kind. And all your experiences that you've ever experienced in life, they are what decide whether you are what you're going to learn, how you're going to behave. आपके एक एक पैटर्न जो आपकी जिंदगी में है, आप उठते कैसे हो, सोते कैसे हो, खाते कैसे हो, बात कैसे करते हो, रिश्ते कैसे निभाते हो, क्या चीज आपको डाइजेस्ट होती है, कौन सी यहाँ तक की बीमारी है आपको, everything is because of the experiences that you've had in your life as a child, as a grown up, as an adult, as a teenager, whatever time. You were constantly noticing people, you were constantly noticing how your brain is going to be responding next to them, and it always gave you the best idea. Trust me, it never had the capacity to give you second best option. If you don't trust me, आप आज अपने दिमाग में सोचो that you're going for shopping or you're going somewhere that you, or let's just say you're picking up a computer for yourself. Your brain is always going to give you the best option, whatever, whether it is with the budget, with the configuration, with the ideation, with the requirement, with the necessity. It will always give you the best option. It will never say बढ़िया तो ये वाला है मगर ले छोटे वाला लो. No. Reason being because it's designed to give you the best. But it problem is not that what you did at that moment was something wrong. या आपने जो like you would find a lot of people as well, and I'm sure a lot of you have done this at least once in your life. आप बिस्तर में, आप अपने घर में हो, कॉल आई ऑफिस से and you said बस रास्ते में हो, ट्रैफिक है बीच में. Most of us have at least done it once in our life. Why? Not because that we do not know how to speak the truth, but we are scared of the escalation that's going to happen after speaking that truth. Because when truth is not held safely, you learn to lie. Now, it's a similar thing when specifically for people, those who find it really very hard to explain themselves, to talk their heart out, or maybe even express themselves. When as a child they tried to show vulnerability, or even as a grown up or a teenager, when they tried to show their vulnerability, specifically for men, I'll tell you, they were shamed, they were mocked, and they were constantly told, पागल है क्या, क्या सोच रहा है, दिमाग खराब है क्या, क्या कर रहे हो. You're constantly told that you're not supposed to be feeling this vulnerability. Hence, you shut down. You stop talking to people. You stop expecting that you can talk to people or express yourself. Absolutely. It's a total no-no. If I talk about as of now, अब अगर हम आज की बात करें, सवाल ये नहीं है कि कल आपने जो किया था या पहले जो आपने किया था वो कितना सही था, कितना गलत था. That's not the concern, and that shouldn't be even the question, because whatever you did, please understand this, that was brilliant. Your brain learned how to navigate people around you, and it did in its finest fashion. Magar, now you're a little grown up. You're not 10-year-old anymore. You're not 5-year-old anymore. Things have changed. People have changed. Surroundings have changed. Your own status has changed. You were a child then. Now you are somebody who is either have a children of your own or is capable of having children of them, or if given the opportunity. You can be creating a different world. You have different projects in your hand. You have different things in your hand. You have a total different life right now. Now, why this is very important for you to ask the next question, which I'm going to ask you. Instead of telling yourself that, oh my God, और ऐसा होता भी होगा, I'm sure a lot of you have felt this a lot of times, कि कभी कभी ना पुरानी कोई बात याद करते तो दिमाग में ऐसा था, शिट यार क्या बोल दिया था, कितनी बेवकूफ थे यार उस टाइम पे, ये what did I do at that time, like shit, seriously this was the person I liked, like seriously ये बात कोई बोलने वाली थी. Instead of asking yourself these questions which are not going to take you anywhere, just validate yourself that yes, whatever I did at that moment, it was the best I could as per the wisdom I had at that point. But the question is it serving me well now? Is constantly lying, constantly being dishonest with myself, is it helping me now? Or is it, is it creating ruckus in my relationships? Is it affecting my ability to work consistently? Is it stopping me from becoming someone who has better self-worth? Is it affecting my ability to trust in relationships? Is it affecting the way I see things around me, or is it affecting my safety? If that pattern is not affecting any of them, wonderful, find something else. You're in a cool zone. Even if you have, and even if you think that, yeah, this is something which I don't feel is a very healthy thing to do, but you're still doing it, but you do not find how it is affecting in your life, it's okay. It means your brain is not ready to let go of it yet. And it has a purpose for you. I'm not talking about some cosmic heebie-jeebie. I'm simply talking about your brain's accuracy to calculate where you are, what is it the right thing for you to do, and what is it the right actions you need to take. So even if after asking yourself these questions, that is it affecting my life? Is it affecting my relationships? Is it affecting my self-worth? Is it affecting the way I trust people, the way I do things? If you still do not have any answers and you feel like, no, everything is fine, it means you're not ready yet, and that's okay. Please allow yourself to take your own pace. Because there's an old saying, why fix when things are working your way? Right? And in the end, what we are looking in our life is workability, resourcefulness. Is it working in our favor or not? Now, please understand your brain is never wrong. It's just not upgraded yet. And because just like every software needs upgradation, you also need to upgrade yourself with the time. Yes, it could have been the right thing to do in your past, but probably right now, if I mention or if I ask you, there are very high chances that it is not actually working in the same fashion it used to for you before. However, it is affecting you really bad, and you're not even realizing why everything is going against you, why you don't have healthy relationships, why peers are always against you. You don't understand that why you are the only one who's suffering from family politics or corporate politics. Why is it that you feel like, shit, I have nobody in my life? If these are the things you're going through, there are probably some patterns which probably were a very genius thing to do at that time, and now also limiting you. And if they're limiting you, now that genius has turned into a limiting belief, something which is now acting like an anchor clutch to your पैर कि अब आप आगे बढ़ ही नहीं सकते हो, वो जंजीरों के साथ आपको उसे धकेल के चलना पड़ रहा है. If at all this is making sense to you, then I want all of you to please, 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 today, I want you to just do this one thing. And I want you all to just write it down so that you can do this exercise once, you are by yourself. Can you do that? I just need a minute of that. All right? Cool. All right. Number one, I want you to now please stop looking at everything as a trigger. Yes, certain things, when you see them, they might look like, oh my God, this reminds me of my past. And you suddenly respond and react immediately like that. Now, I want you to enter into an observator's mode, like observer's mode. Observator, what word? Observer's mode. I want you to simply enter into that zone, and I want you to see that whatever the other person is, however they're reacting, whatever they're doing, ask yourself, what's the real game going on here? What's really happening here? ये इतना भड़क क्यों रहा है? इतनी बड़ी बात क्या थी जो ये भाई साहब इतना फैल रहे हैं? What is it that is really happening? Ask yourself that instead of, oh my God, how dare you say something to me? तुम्हारी हिम्मत कैसे है मेरे से ऊंची आवाज में बात करने की? आज के बाद बाहर मिल तू मुझे, तू बाहर मिल. Don't go to that, okay? Just stop. This is one thing I wish that you do consciously. Stop taking things personally. People respond highest and the best as per their current mental state. This is one thing you need to learn. Whatever they are talking to you right now about, it is their current mental state. It talks about them, not about you. Number two. So when somebody, when I was just mentioning this about triggers, please understand this thing. When somebody says something and you get triggered, when somebody delays, you get triggered, when somebody shouts, you get triggered, when somebody is successful and you feel triggered, when somebody is, disagreeing you, then you feel triggered. It means there is something which you are not letting go and upgrading yourself from. For those who might have thought ki, yeah, everything is working fine with me, I don't need this thing, it is for them. If any of this ever came to your mind, like, shit, oh my God, that man is doing much better than me. How the hell can he do that? And if that is thing, and rather than being an inspiration, it is actually coming out as an envy, not jealousy. Jealousy is a good thing, but as an envy, it's a black flag, literally a black flag. Now, here onwards, I want you all to please do this thing. First off, I want you to, and this is in two phases. The phase number one, where I have the question number, phase one, question A. What are the patterns which I have been using up until now? Which, maybe anything, that it could be just lying, being late, sleeping late, and, or getting things, whatever pattern you want to talk about. What is that pattern? Number one. Phase one, part two. What that pattern was serving me then? So when you started lying, what was it saving you from? When you started waking up late in the night, किसके चिक चिक से बचने के लिए आप रात की शांति ढूंढ रहे थे? When you were waking up late, किसके जाने का वेट कर रहे थे कि ये चले जाएंगे तो घर में शांति रहेगी, फिर हम आगे काम करेंगे भाई? Whatever it was, okay? I want you to answer that. Now, phase one, question number 3. Is it still working for me? Is it still serving me? Ask yourself this. If at all this is not working for you, then please understand that, this is a time to upgrade yourself. This is a time when you realize ki bhai, now it just simply be grateful for whatever brilliance your brain showed. Be grateful for what it showed you then, taught you then. But by validating it, do not make it something right for now. Acknowledge it is not working for you anymore. And now start observing. Enter into observer's mode. Stop reacting from triggers. And once your nervous system understands, and the part of the phase 2 is you have to ask yourself, and this is very important, I want all of you to please listen to this question. If at all I'm completely 100% safe, how would I do things differently? If nobody was a threat to me right now, ना पापा चिल्ला रहे हैं, ना मम्मी कुछ कह रही है, ना कोई बॉस कुछ कह रहा है, ना पति चिल्ला रहा है, if nothing is happening to me which is threatening, how would I do things differently? Ask yourself that. And that is growth. That's not perfection. That's acceptance. Rather than going through suppression, which we usually have learned, to if it's something that makes you feel vulnerable, something that makes you feel weak, we start suppressing that stuff. Stop doing that. It's not going to work for you. It's not going to heal you. And it's not going to make things better for you in your life.
Thank you, Isha. I think taking your time.
Can I just say one last line, please? Just one line?
Sure.
Okay. The whole idea and the last line that I want to tell all of you is, now we are grown up. We need to stop thinking from the 10-year-old mind in the age when we are 20 plus, 30 plus, 40 plus. Right? Start taking responsibility rather than just being triggered like a little baby. And trust me, once you start doing it, you will see the difference in not only yourself, you will be far more calming, you will be far more relaxed, as well as you'll have really good relationships around, no matter who it is office, your family, or anywhere, even within yourself. So enter into that zone. Please answer these questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Isha. A big round of applause for in the chat box. I hope कई लोग के पास में कुछ चीज़ें ट्रिगर ज़रूर होंगी जो ईशा ने बताया. Do this activity whatever she has told. And मैं एक बात सभी लोग को कहना चाहूँगा, अगर आप लोग नहीं करोगे ईशा ने जो बताया, तो एक चीज़ मैं बताता हूँ, इंतज़ार करने वालों को उतना ही मिलता है जितना कोशिश करने वाले छोड़ के चले जाते हैं. ठीक है? So perform whatever she has said. It will definitely help each one of you, even me as well. Now, Let's come to the next session. It will be taken by Hiranshi. She will talk on her expertise on the planets, on the wealth creation, astrology. Okay. So over to you, Hiranshi. You can proceed.
I think she's not there.
No, she is here.
Arpit, 1 second. Kalam, you there?
Yes, bro. Yes.
Yeah, एक लीड है आपके लिए, वो आप रिप्लाई कर देना व्हाट्सएप।
हाँ, I just engaged with.
क्या
ओके
बात
ओके
अभी
क्या
मैंने
बात
कर दिया मैसेज.
क्या
Okay.
बात तालियां.
Thanks, bro.
एक और बार ग्रुप में राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज हो जानी चाहिए सार्थक भाई के लिए. Yeah, Hiranshi, you can start. Your screen is visible, but you are on mute. Yeah. आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही. Try to remove your headphones.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yes.
Am I audible now?
Yes, you're audible.
Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Thank you. Just 1 second. I'm just trying to on my cam and just 1 minute. Mm. Meanwhile, I'm just sorting some technical glitch. I would like all of you to just check this website. It's called Brand Love. Let me this one. Brand Wall. Sorry, this is this screen
Yeah,
visible where the
Visible.
name of the
Visible.
Okay. The Zoom is always so difficult for me.
If you want an assistance, you can share the slides to me. I can share it over my screen and then you can start with the presentation.
I'm just trying to switch on my cam, but
I'm saying
this is saying unable to start video at this time. Please resolve the error and restart video.
okay, no issue. You can proceed with the meet. If you want assistance with the Zoom, you can share your PPT with me on WhatsApp. I can share the screen. After this, Kalam, you are next. And then Tejaswini.
Not able to start my video. So anyways, now I'll proceed with like that only without video. All right. So this part I'll shift to later on. Why I was requesting all of you to check this website and this particular part of this PPT. I want all of you to just note down because today, whatever I'll be sharing, there would be few things rather than just remembering. I would request all of you to note down. So, all right. And since I have only 10 minutes, so logic part we can probably keep for Q&A or maybe some, next session because I want to deliver maximum value. So quickly, you can just note down if you are on the verge of making any major decisions, be it professional, be it personal, avoid this particular timing. I'm talking about every day, this particular timing, which is from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. I'm repeating again. Just note down 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Any major decision, whether it is professional, like signing some major deals, or some personal decision, like some, family decision, or some decisions, major financial decision where you are, uh, toying with an idea to, like, invest in something. And immediately then we are like, somebody talks about something and we are like, okay, this sounds good. We should invest in this. You make a decision and also you implement. Yes, Tejaswini, I'm going to talk about that. But till the time I talk about other things, I want all of you to just, meanwhile, just get the basic idea of what this slide has, because I'm going to come on that later on. So I would request you to right now just pay attention to what I'm speaking. Just, you can switch your attention from slide to what I'm talking about. Yeah. So I hope everyone made a note of that. Any major decision, any life transforming decision, be it personal, professional, financial, avoid making it, and especially also implementing it in between 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. All right. Second important thing, I want all of you to make a note of it. Avoid lending money on, like, giving money to somebody. There are few specific days. Make a note of that. It's Wednesday, Sundays, Tuesday, and Sakranti. Sakranti, every month it comes. We all know that Makar Sakranti, it comes in January month, but every single month, Makar, this, Sakranti comes, okay? That's in between, like, middle of the month, right? So these are the days where you should avoid lending money. Now, I hope that most of you are aware that right now, the age, like, yug we talk about, it's Kali Yug going on, right? I'm sure we all are aware of this. So, Rahu planet is the king of this yug. And what does Rahu do? Rahu actually triggers overthinking. Rahu afflicts nerves and brain. Why it is happening? Because in Kali Yuga, I'm sure we all agree to a fact that we have more choices compared to what people had in other previous yuga. I hope I'm making sense to you. Keeping astrology apart, this is the fact which we all will agree to, that when it comes to choices, we have that in abundance. So that is the reason it puts additional stress on nerves and brain, and that ends up in triggering stress, anxiety, and nerve issues. So one of the best ways, besides opting for behavioral remedies, Vedic remedies, right? One very practical remedy to deal with that is consuming ashwagandha herb and brahmi herbs. But I would still recommend using it after seeking consultation from an expert. It could be an Ayurveda doctor or generally an expert, to make sure that these herbs will not result in any kind of reaction to you as per your individual medical condition, right? So I hope everyone have made a note of these herbs: ashwagandha and brahmi. Okay, now I believe that all of us have one thing in common, that is we want to grow in life. And that is the reason we all are here, right? So, to fast track your growth, now I am going to share a very practical remedy. Rather than remedy, I think I should call it a ritual or a habit. You can name it what you want to. So, it's like, you know, make a single rule or commitment which you can follow every single day, no matter your health condition, no matter whether you are traveling or staying at home, any important commitment, personal, professional, family commitment, weddings going on, full day engagement, irrespective of that, it should not be broken once you have made a commitment to that. Any single habit, it doesn't need to be elaborated. One single habit, like jaise ki, um personally, if I talk about myself, I do 3 mantras every day, no matter what. No matter what. Even if I'm not well, even if I'm traveling, I make it a point to complete those 3 mantras chanting before I end my day. Why? Now I have to explain the logic of this specifically. So, irrespective of the fact that this is Kali Yuga going on, which is driven by Rahu, without Saturn's support, Saturn means patience, dedication, devotion, hard work, and most importantly, discipline. We all know a brilliant example I would like to share is Raj Shamani. His chart must be having extraordinary support for mass digital fame. But do you think without consistency, he would have had reached where he is today at this point in time? Let's talk about Mr. Mukesh Ambani. Without financial discipline, if he would have had gambled his money like his younger brother, Mr. Anil Ambani, do you think he would have had been here today where he is despite taking risk? Now see the difference. One brother calculated risk, another brother uncalculated risk. So discipline is the significator of Saturn. Any kind of discipline, financial discipline, health discipline, mental discipline, wherever you see this word coming into the picture, discipline, it has its association with planet Saturn. So, whatever you want to do in life, no matter how powerful your planets are, without Saturn's support, even though if you'll get the fame, success, wealth, whatever, retaining it, sustaining it will require the support of Saturn planet. And if you stick to one single commitment, this will develop the building discipline, maintaining it. So I hope that you all got it, the logic behind. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
How many minutes left now?
It's already been past 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. So that's it for today, guys. And um, this, a part of today's topic I'll cover in, next PPT.
Cool.
Sure, Lakshmi, I really loved it. And I want to speak something to you. Not now, of course.
Yeah,
I'll message you. Okay.
cool.
Me?
So, yeah, Lakshmi, it's you.
Yeah.
So
Acha,
I'll,
acha.
You
Sure,
have
yeah,
sure,
you have
Sarthak.
you
I'll
have put
message
your
you.
name in the Zoom as Raj Lakshmi. So that's why he's calling you Lakshmi.
Okay. Definitely.
So basically, thank you
Okay,
for
just 1 minute, Arpit.
yeah.
About this particular slide, is it visible?
No, no, like it's ended. You can cover it in the next part, okay? Or we'll ask questions in the Q&A. Then if it's required, then you can share at that time. Now let's move ahead with the next participants as well. And thank you, Hiranshi, for sharing your content and valuable information. A huge round of applause for Hiranshi as well. You
Thank you
have
so much. Thank you so much. And
Especially the
just
2
one,
p.m. to 4 p.m. part. It was really beautiful. Thank you. No
yeah,
wonder all the elders
anytime.
listened during that time.
yeah, and also not lend money on Wednesdays, Sundays. People
This
call
is
me a lot
very
of time.
practical.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
important.
this is true. And next PPT, next time presentation, I would love to talk about like the website which I just did share. By the way, I have no association with this website, but I would request all of you to study this website, that irrespective of your domain, how modern domains are now exploring ways to integrate astrology to ensure that their clientele get the maximum output results, so just study this website, and then next time we can just explore some collaboration opportunities as well.
Definitely. Collaboration will be covering after 4 weeks of the plan which we have
Oh,
shared last
that's
time.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So currently we are focusing on cross mentorship right now. Cool. So next part, who wants to take next? Kalam or Tej?
Yes.
Kalam is ready. Yeah, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
So Kalam, like I will be talking about meta ads with AI. If you're curious to know about meta ads, Kalam is the guy right now, and he will explain in detail. So Kalam, over to you.
Okay, hello everyone.
Hello.
So, so that's my first time कि मैं इतने सारे लोगों के सामने presentation देने वाला हूँ. And I'm going
Congratulations.
to mentoring. So that's no, that's a new thing और challenging भी और challenge है तो मजा भी आएगा फिर like look how I'm going to present the PPT and the knowledge I have, right? So किस किस ने ads चलाया पहले मेटा ads किस किस ने चलाया खुद से ओके ओके एंड सो एज आप पता नहीं आप लोगों में से कितनों को पता हो कि अभी मेटा का नया अपडेट है एंड्रोमेडा राइट जिसने चीजों को ना काफी चेंज कर दिया जो पहले जिस तरह हम एड सेटअप करते थे और अब जब एड सेटअप होते जो अब एड जो है एल्गोरिदम जो है उसका वो बदल चुका है सो इस सेशन में मैं आपको ना उसी के बारे में बताने वाला हूँ राइट और उसके बाद भी बताऊंगी एज अ बिगिनर आप कैसे खुद के लिए एड कैंपेन सेटअप कर सकते हो नो बिगिनर फ्रेंडली जहाँ कम बजट भी रहे ज्यादा चीजें कॉम्प्लिकेटेड ना रहे है ना क्योंकि मेटा एड्स का जो डैशबोर्ड होता है ना वही बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग होता है बिगिनर्स के राइट सो आई एम गोइंग टू मेक यू दिस थिंग टू इजी फॉर यू राइट सो लेट्स गो सो अभी कैसा है पहले मेटा कैसे वर्क करता था यू कंसिडर मैनुअल ड्राइविंग एक एग्जांपल मैंने दिया है उसके बाद एक सेल्फ ड्राइविंग एआई राइट पहले जो टारगेटिंग होती थी हमें खुद वो टारगेटिंग इंटरेस्ट और बिहेवियर को मेंशन करना होता था राइट कि अच्छा मेरा जो टारगेट ऑडियंस है वो उसको ये पसंद होगा ठीक है उसका इंटरेस्ट इस चीज में होगा अच्छा मैं वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल को टारगेट कर रहा हूँ तो मैं अमेजोन को इंटरेस्ट में डालूंगा एम्प्लॉयज में डालूंगा एंड ऑल दिस थिंग्स और उसका इंटरेस्ट होगा आईटी में वगैरह 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 देन काफी रिसर्च करनी पड़ती थी हमें उसी पे राइट कि दो ही चीज सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होती थी टारगेटिंग और क्रिएटिव्स राइट नाउ मेटा ने क्या किया है कि यू डोंट हैव टू पुट दैट इंटरेस्ट आप डाल सकते हो बट मोस्ट ऑलमोस्ट ऑल द पार्ट इज गोइंग फॉरवर्ड टू क्रिएटिव्स आप मैसेजिंग किस तरह से रख रहे हो किस तरह टारगेट कर रहे हो किसको टारगेट कर रहे हो 3 से 5 क्रिएटिव बना रहे हो पांचों 3 से 5 क्रिएटिव एक टारगेट ऑडियंस के अराउंड घूम रही है राइट डिफरेंट डिफरेंट मैसेज से उसको आप वीडियो में रख रहे हो उसको आप यूजीसी बना रहे हो उसको आप एक सिंगल इमेज में रख रहे हो क्रॉसर में रख रहे हो ठीक है जब वो हमारी टारगेट ऑडियंस उस पर रिएक्ट करे उसके अकॉर्डिंग वो फिर एड्स को स्प्रेड कर रहा है खुद ही उस ऑडियंस को पहचान कर राइट सो एआई हैंडलिंग टारगेटिंग बेटर द ह्यूमंस ब्रॉड टारगेटिंग वर्क्स better creative matter than more than the interest taking और ऑलगोरिदम ऑप्टिमाइज इन रियल टाइम, वो खुद ही उस चीज को ऑप्टिमाइज कर रहा है, राइट। किस तरह की ऑडियंस हमारे एड्स के साथ रिएक्ट कर रही है, राइट, इंटरेक्ट कर रही है, राइट। सो दिस इज व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन। तो पुराने तरीके में क्या होता था, इंटरेस्ट स्टैकिंग करते थे, बहुत सारे इंटरेस्ट हम लगाते थे, डिफरेंट डिफरेंट तरीके से एड सेट लगाते, हर एक एड सेट पे डिफरेंट इंटरेस्ट रहता था, है ना। और ऑडियंस को हम नैरो करते थे, मान लो एक ब्रॉड ऑडियंस की हमने बनाया, उसको लाइक लाइक इंटरेस्ट, ब्रॉड ऑडियंस में समझ लो कि आप वी आर पुटिंग हेल्थ कोच है कोई, तो हेल्थ कोच पहले ब्रॉड ऑडियंस बिल्ड करता था, लाइक कि वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल से रिलेटेड वो इंटरेस्ट डालता था, फिर उसको नैरो करता था। नाउ ही इज आल्सो इंटरेस्टेड इन दिस, वो वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल इसमें भी इंटरेस्टेड, बट थिंग्स गॉट चेंज राइट नाउ। ओके, सो नाउ क्या, एक से दो एड सेट डालो, एक एड सेट डालो, ठीक है, और अपने क्रिएटिव में वैरायटी रखो, अब ब्रॉड टारगेटिंग रखो, आपको इंटरेस्ट डालने की जरूरत ही नहीं है, यू कैन बस एज डालो, आप कंट्री डालो, जो कंट्री, जो एरिया, कंट्री या स्टेट आप टारगेट करना वो डालो बस, राइट। मिनिमल चीज रखो अपनी साइड से ना, आपका बस एक जो मेन काम है क्रिएटिव के साथ खेलना, अपनी मैसेजिंग को चेंज कर करके अपने टारगेट ऑडियंस को के साथ इंटरेक्ट करना। सो दिस इज वेयर मेटा इज गोइंग टू बी, राइट। तो इनिशियली बिगिनर्स क्या करते हैं ना, और क्योंकि मैं भी कभी बिगिनर था और काफी बिगिनर से मेरी अभी भी बात होती, तो बट दे ना वो ना ओवर थिंक काफी करते हैं जब पहली बार एड चलाते हैं ना, राइट। वो काफी सारे इंटरेस्ट डाल देते हैं उसमें, ताकि उनको लगता है कि ये चीज डालूंगा तो ये इंटरेस्ट डालूंगा तो काफी लोगों के तक पहुंच जाऊं, बल्कि वो मेटा को काफी कंफ्यूज कर देता है, काफी सारी ऑडियंस ओवरलैप होती है। सो वो उधर आके ना रिजल्ट नहीं आता, फिर वो सोचते हैं कि मेटा वर्क्स नहीं करता, राइट, राइट। सो दिस इज जो हमें अब नहीं करना, बजट को डिवाइड करना, बार बार एड्स को एडिट करना, वॉच थिंग यू कैन डू हर रोज। इवन लोग व्हाट पीपल डू ना कि आज ऐड लॉन्च किया, कल देखते हैं कितने लीड्स आए, यू नो। अभी मेटा लर्निंग फेज पर उसी टाइम वो एडिट कर देंगे उसमें, डोंट डू एनीथिंग, कुछ मत करो, उसे चलने दो 3 से 4 दिन, कम से कम छेड़ो मत उसे, वो सीख रहा है, जब वो समझ जाए तब आपको रिजल्ट देगा। ये है, हमें ना हमेशा कम से कम 3 से 4 दिन मेटा को देना ही चाहिए। तो कभी ओवर थिंक मत करो, चल रहा है चलने दो, चिल मारो, देखो ऑब्जर्व करो क्या चल रहा है, क्या हो रहा है, कितनी रीच आ रही है, क्या किससे लीड्स आ रही है, लेट मेटा लर्न अबाउट योर ऑडियंस। सो बिगनर्स मेटा एड्स फ्रेमवर्क, जो सिंपल सा, जो मैं किसी भी जो स्टार्टिंग करते हैं अभी एड्स में से, एक्सपोर्ट में भी, तो उनके लिए भी मैं यही यूज करता हूँ, एंड दे गॉट बेटर रिजल्ट, कम से कम मिनिमम टू मिनिमम बजट में। एक कैंपेन लेके चलो, एक कैंपेन सेट करो, 500 to 1500 का एड बजट लेके चलो, और इससे भी मिनिमम जाना है तो लास्ट 300, ठीक है। ब्रॉड ऑडियंस रखो, एक एड सेट रखो, कोई इंटरेस्ट मत डालो, और उसके बाद 3 एड क्रिएटिव, यू कैन सी दैट मैंने एड क्रिएटिव को डिफरेंट डिफरेंट तरीके से, एंगल से मैंने डाला है, राइट। मान लो पहला एड क्रिएटिव आपका प्रॉब्लम एंगल की अकॉर्डिंग है, स्ट्रगलिंग टू गेट इंटरनेशनल बायर्स, प्रॉब्लम है उसका। दूसरा एड क्रिएटिव अपॉर्चुनिटी एंगल, गेट एक्सपोर्ट इंक्वायरीज इन 7 days यूजिंग मेटा एड्स, डिफरेंट तरीके से मैंने उसको टारगेट किया। थर्ड क्रिएटिव टेस्टिमोनियल केस स्टडी ऑथोरिटी बिल्डिंग कर, सो देयर इज अ वैरायटी, राइट। सो इसी तरह डिफरेंट डिफरेंट तरीके से आपके साथ मैसेज, आपके पास मैसेजिंग होनी चाहिए अपने टारगेट ऑडियंस को टारगेट करने के लिए, राइट। सो आप अपने लिए भी इसी तरह टारगेटिंग एड चला सकते हो। यू कैन यूज मैसेज लाइक प्रॉब्लम, लाइक अगर वेट लॉस का है, आर यू टेलिंग टू नो, उनका उनके पेन पॉइंट के बारे में। फिर देन अपॉर्चुनिटी, अपने ऑफर के बारे में बता सकते हो। देन आपके पास कोई टेस्टिमोनियल है कोई वेट लॉस का, तो देन उसके अकॉर्डिंग आप थर्ड क्रिएटिव बना सकते हो। जस्ट डू दिस ओनली, और यू कैन रन एट, यू गॉट द रिजल्ट। और इससे माना आप सीख जाओ कि मेटा एड्स है ना, इफ यू बिना बिगनर आप चलाने जा रहे हो ना, यू हैव टू लर्न मेटा एड्स, उनका उसका पूरा डैशबोर्ड ही सीखना पड़ेगा आपको, लाइक समझना पड़ेगा कहाँ क्या है, देयर लॉट्स ऑफ कंफ्यूजिंग पार्ट, राइट। सो यू कैन गो विद दिस स्ट्रेटेजी ओनली। तीन 3 कॉमन क्रिएटिव टेस्टिंग मिस्टेक लोग क्या करते हैं, जो जैसे मैंने बताया, गिविंग अप टू सून, जैसे मैंने 3 से 4 दिन है ना, आपको ऐड क्रिएटिव्स को छेड़नी ही नहीं है, चलने देना है। अगले दिन ही उसको बंद नहीं कर देना है। 2 दिन बाद जब रिजल्ट नहीं आया, बंद कर दिया, वर्क नहीं कर रहा है, 3-4 दिन बाद ही वर्क कर दिया, एक हफ्ते में आपने बंद कर दिया, इस तरह वर्क नहीं कर। आपको डिफरेंट डिफरेंट क्रिएटिव टेस्ट करते रहना है। कम बजट है, एक बार में 3 डाल सकते हो, 3 में से आप 3-4 दिन बाद देखो कौन सा वर्क कर रहा है, किससे रिजल्ट आ रहा है उसको रखो, जिससे जो बिल्कुल ही नहीं काम कर रहा है उसको हटा दो, और जो चल रहा है उसको डुप्लीकेट करो, उसको डिफरेंट डिफरेंट तरीके से यूज करो, राइट। कलर चेंज करके, टेक्स्ट चेंज करके, राइट। So this is how meta works. Mistake number 2, expecting one killer creative. No, people try to कि जब एक विनिंग क्रिएटिव मिल जाता है ना, वो उस पे स्टिक हो जाते हैं, उसी भरोसे रहते हैं, तो वो नए नए क्रिएटिव ट्राई नहीं करते हैं, ठीक है। तो AI वर्क लाइक अ पोर्टफोलियो, विनर गिव्स डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ कंटेंट्स। तो डिफरेंट डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ कंटेंट आपको ट्राई करना है। जैसे कैसे रहता था कि हम जब ऑर्गेनिक कंटेंट डालते थे, तो हम डिफरेंट डिफरेंट पिलर्स डिसाइड करते कि अच्छा इस तरह का कंटेंट जाएगा, इस तरह का। ऐसे एड्स में भी आपको ऐसे सोचना होगा। नाउ देयर वाज अ टाइम जब हमें टॉप ऑफ द फनल, मिडल ऑफ द फनल और इस तरह के करके ऐड चलाना होता था। पहले अवेयरनेस ऐड रन करना होता था, फिर हमें नो रिटारगेट करना होता था। बट यू हैव वही सेम अवेयरनेस आपको उसी ऐड में देनी है, राइट, और उसी में ही आपको लीड भी जनरेट करना है। यू कैन डू दैट विद कंटेंट स्ट्रेटेजी टाइप, राइट। मिस्टेक नंबर 3, नॉट ट्रैकिंग बेसिक्स। बस लीड्स देख रहे हैं, लीड्स कितनी आ रही है, लेकिन वो जो बाकी के जो हमारे पैरामीटर्स है कि कॉस्ट पर रिजल्ट क्या आ रहा है, कॉस्ट पर क्लिक क्या आ रहा है, कॉस्ट पर एक्विजिशन क्या है, कॉस्ट पर लीड्स क्या है, यू हैव टू ट्रैक दैट, सो दैट आप तभी ज्यादा अच्छे से ऑप्टिमाइज कर पाओगे, और परफॉर्मेंस आपकी कैंपेन की परफॉर्मेंस है उसको और इम्प्रूव कर पाओगे, राइट। एंड द लास्ट पार्ट, वॉच एडवाइस बिगिनर गेट, कॉपी और कॉम्पिटिटर्स। गेट इंस्पायर फ्रॉम योर कॉम्पिटिटर्स। उनके एड्स देखो, उनसे इंस्पायर हो, बट उनको कॉपी मत करो कि एग्जैक्टली जैसा एड उन्होंने बनाया हम भी वैसे ऐड बनाए, राइट। अपने खुद का एड क्रिएटिव बनाओ, आपका बिजनेस है, राइट, और फिर लॉन्च करो आप। और यू कैन टेक हेल्प चैट जीपीटी अपने ऑडियंस के बारे में और डिटेल में कि आप कैसे कैसे टारगेट कर सकते हो। एम्पैथिक मैपिंग होती है, यू कैन यूज दैट। कभी टाइम रहा तो अगले सेशन में या किसी सेशन में एम्पैथी मैपिंग के बारे में बताऊंगा, ताकि आप अपने ऑडियंस को और कैसे कैसे समझ के विद द हेल्प ऑफ चैट जीपीटी आप अपने एड क्रिएटिव बना पाओ, लैंडिंग पेज की कॉपी भी बना पाओ, ठीक है। मल्टीपल कैंपेन्स फॉर एवरीथिंग, जस्ट वन सिंपल फनल। बस एक ही कैंपेन लेकर चलना है जो मैंने आपको बताया, राइट। शुरू में हाई बजट लेके नहीं चलना है, पहले ही दिन स्टार्ट विद स्मॉल, और हर तीसरे चौथे दिन में 20% की इंक्रीमेंट करो आप एड बजट में। So start with a small, with a simple method, and win the race.
Cooler. Anything else, Kalam?
That's it. That's it.
Cool. Thank you, Kalam, so much. And I hope everyone got a beautiful insight for meta ads. टेक्निकल लगता है बहुत लोगों को कि कैसे करें, क्या करें। आज जाके अपना मेटा एड सेटअप कर लो आप सभी लोग, एंड रन भले ही मत करो, बट डू सेट इट अप फॉर योर सेल्फ।
हाँ, ऑब्जर्व करो, देखो क्या है
या
वो।
मजे करो सेटअप में, ठीक है। कूल।
We can ask
सो
question now, or we are supposed to ask question later.
after all sessions, then there'll be Q&A. Okay. Now, so next session is Tejaswini, and Tejaswini will be ending our today's session with a great insight we are expecting from her. So Tejaswini, take your time and like start your session now.
Yes, hi everyone. First of all, thanks to Arpit Bhai and all of you for joining the session and also for giving me the feedback last time, which actually helped me to improve this time, that I'm not going to doubt myself. Yeah. So today I'm not having any presentation. Today mind map is also not there. Today we are going to go for the practical execution. Let's see how it goes. If I fumble somewhere, just cope up with that, because I might expect a little of the technical issues despite keeping everything ready to share with all of you. So today our topic is going to be understanding again the content research part and analyzing how we are going forward. May I know how many of you are having here YouTube channel of yours or planning to have a YouTube channel? Yes. So there is one tool that we are going to that we are going to see today, and that one tool is going to help you ease your content research specifically for YouTube. And that tool is vidIQ. Okay, so there is in this document, I have already created document because last week's session I was not able to share document. So I thought today I'll create it and keep it ready. So this is the tool vidIQ Vision for YouTube. If you go in Chrome Web Store and search for it, you'll find it. So with that tool, what are we going to do? We are going to find out what can be our video title, what can be the description, what can be the script, what is tags and different video ideas, topics, how to fetch them, and how can we create an engaging thumbnail. All these important factors are created and can be helped us with vidIQ. Now, once you are going to Chrome Web Store, please download and keep this link ready with you. And I usually, what I do after downloading all the extensions, I pin them. That is a very good habit anytime. If we have it, it is going to help us. Okay, here I have actually done a little, just a second, I have to create another. Okay, so as soon as I open vidIQ, can any one of you guess what is Raj Shamani's revenue from YouTube every month? No. This tool will help us know that also, so that you can actually understand who are actually getting the highest revenue generating videos as well. So 1.5 million or 15 million, is it? 15 million subscribers. And this tool is going to give us the details. This is a free tool. I have not yet subscribed for it. Let me just minimize this part. Yes. Yes, he earns about $92,000 to $276,000. Calculate it for yourself. And he uploads 3 videos per week. And right now, despite of being such a top viewer on YouTube, he is still at a subscribers rank of 1.3 thousand. Means imagine how many more people we have in world in YouTube that we don't know that they are crossing him. And then there is average video length that he does is 107 minutes. Now, why I'm showing this? If you have a mentor whom you are following, whom you love, whom you want to aspire from, then you can use this vidIQ tool and see the channel stats and go according to that. There is a friend of yours who is successful in the last 1-2 months. Please go to their YouTube channel, and also to your clients. If you see someone as a prospect, give them these details and tell them that you can improve the numbers many ways. I leave the rest to you. Now let's get into how to use this tool, right? So that is first point. So as soon as you log in, you have to go to vidIQ and you have to subscribe. Like I have already logged in, so it's not showing. But as soon as you log in, I'm not logging out right now, so that you'll be able to understand this very basic thing. Log in with Google on your vidIQ tool, and as soon as you log in, you will be coming to your home. That is, YouTube will be open. Once the YouTube is open, you'll be able to see what are the different videos that you can go through. Okay, so when you are able to see, you can also filter your topics that you wanted to update here. Now, coming to understanding how we can create our title, description, and all that. Are you excited? So, yes.
Yes.
Thank you. So whenever you want to upload a video, you have to be very careful about few mistakes that we do. Let me take you back to this. Here there is a prompt which I'm going to give you at the end. Okay, but using this prompt, a little of the work has been done. So I'll just I'll give you some YouTube pills which you can use and understand what type of videos you need to upload. So tell me one thing, whenever you're making a video, do you want to first prioritize algorithm or audience?
Audience.
Okay.
Audience.
What about algorithm? Sorry for the search. Yeah, what about algorithm?
वो तो ऑडियंस आ गई तो एल्गोरिदम अपने आप बन नहीं जाएगा.
And yes, you are absolutely right to the point. Algorithm and audience are equal, one and the same. Now, at the current stage, algorithm and audience are equal because whenever you go to channel like Raj Shamani, whenever you see the podcast, why do you think, what is the difference that his videos make? What is the difference? One difference in the first 30 seconds that you notice. Why do you see that highlights are started in the video first?
एजेंडा सेट हो जाता है पूरे वीडियो का, क्या होने वाला है, क्यूरियोसिटी आ
Correct.
जाती है.
Correct. That is for audience. And at the same time, when you're talking about agenda, it means you're also covering the keywords. That is for the algorithm.
एक तीर से दो निशान.
बिल्कुल. That is how we are approaching. The first 30 seconds जो हैं, अगर आपका negative controversial hook होता है, that will impact to attract audience. And also if it has keywords in it, but don't stuff it, genuinely keywords आप डालिए, then it will attract the algorithm also. Now, there is one way to add the content. Okay, that is not what I wanted. I also closed this. Acha. Now what do? I wanted to, yes, I wanted to add a video. So I just uploaded a sample 5-second video with me, and then I added easy. Okay, this is not actual title. I was just adding the title like 10th February 2026. Okay, this is the keywords that I have given. Okay, tutorial for best ROI. Now, when I am giving it the tutorial, if I give more keywords, it will start giving us, see, ad manager strategy secrets exposed, what's really hurting your profits. And per day, you can check for 3 different titles. So the title it previously suggested to me, according to my video, is your ad manager strategy actually hurting your ROI? That is one. And then you do not have to upload the description manually. I'll come to that point how to do it without prompt. Even here you can get the description generations, but then you can also use it with the prompt that I gave you. Here, coming to the thumbnail. When you click on auto-generated thumbnail, when you have given the title already, with that title itself, it is going to generate a thumbnail. It is going to take time. So what do we do in that case? We simply go to vidIQ, okay, dashboard. If I go to dashboard, it is going to create, it is going to redirect us to YouTube Studio. And once the thumbnail is generated, you can actually select a thumbnail. And like, let's suppose if I go back to, I'll come back to the thumbnail again. Okay, if I want reference for the thumbnail, you can connect your channel. And upon connecting, actually my vidIQ is in other Chrome browser. Okay. So here when I'm going to use, here I'm going to see what are the top thumbnails that I can use from here. Just fuck. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए.
कोई बात नहीं, हो जाता है.
2 minutes.
And
2
guys, like
minutes.
you all can also explore this tool on your
I
own
am back.
on the YouTube channel. Yeah, we are here, Tejaswini.
I'm back. I'm back. बस 2 minutes I need.
Okay.
हाँ, I'm just completing. ठीक है. And second big thing is that whenever you're uploading the video, हमारे पास अभी नया option आया है, which is already given by YouTube, that whenever you're publishing, please publish it in visibility when you go here. Here it is like not made for kids, and then also you can get an option where you can allow this for publish to subscriptions feed and notify subscribers, ताकि हमारे जितने भी subscribers हैं they all get the video to see. right? They all get the video in their feed as a recommendation. वो एक चीज है. And whenever you're uploading descriptions and tags, you don't have to do it manually. What you can do is you can go to your advanced settings. आप YouTube Studio studio.youtube.com सिर्फ इतने से लिंक पे जाइए और यहाँ पे अपलोड डिफॉल्ट्स लिखा है. तो आपको जो मैं प्रॉम्प्ट दे रही हूँ, ये जो प्रॉम्प्ट है, इस प्रॉम्प्ट में आपको सब कुछ मिल जाएगा. ये प्रॉम्प्ट में से आपको जो भी लिटरली आपको आंसर आता है, दैट यू कैन ऐड इट टू योर बेसिक इन्फो टाइटल और डिस्क्रिप्शन में. एंड अवॉइड द टाइटल, बट यू कैन ऐड डिस्क्रिप्शन एंड हैशटैग्स. You can add hashtags, and also important links you can add it in description, so that you don't have to do it in manual way. Never do it in manual way. And one big hack that can actually improve the way that the quality subscribers come to your channel is you have to uh, upload the video, and you should keep it in unlisted and publish it after 3 to 4 hours. What will happen with this? The algorithm is going to process the data. It's going to review, verify, and cross check कि भाई ये बंदे ने upload किया क्या चीज़ है. The first 30 seconds, negative hook, keywords, and everything, the context is set. With 3 to 4 hours, it is going to see the complete video also. And it is going to get a clarity कि भाई ये जब publish होगा तो किसको देना है. Yes, that is it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tejaswini. It was very insightful. And that is what I wanted from your end, that you should show practical tips and tricks because that will be your superpower,
Yes.
right?
I practiced, but I couldn't. Yeah, next time I
It,
will. Thank
it's
you.
okay. It was wonderful and in the past, and like you will keep on improving. And
Yep.
I loved your session. I took notes as well. And yeah, I think
I'll share the
global.
notes as well.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll share the feedback form in the group with each one of you. Just fill it up and then upload your documents in that form so that everyone will have that access. As simple as that. No spamming in the group. Okay. Now, let's come to the Q&A part. आप लोग पूछ सकते हो एक दूसरे से सवाल and then I will give you the feedbacks. किसी के कोई सवाल किसी को? या
मैं
या ईशा आप पूछो.
पहला सवाल मेरा तेजस्विनी से व्हाट वाज द वो वेबसाइट दैट यू टोल्ड studios.upload.com
हाँ, studio.youtube.com.
youtube.com ओके
हाँ जी, उसमें जाके आप सेटिंग्स डिफॉल्ट्स करके एक है, उसमें आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन यानी कि जो इंपॉर्टेंट लिंक्स है आप उसमें डाल दीजिए और हैशटैग्स भी उसमें डाल दीजिए. एंड एट बॉटम यू विल हैव keywords. Add the keywords also. This keywords and keywords तक तो आपको prompt से मिल जाएगा.
और
For
आप
every
कितना
you
कितना
can
टाइम
use this
रखना
prompt.
चाहिए अपना अनलिस्ट करके उसको पब्लिश करने में 4
3
घंटे
to 4 hours. हाँ, काफी है.
ऑलराइट
मेरा भी एक क्वेश्चन है आपसे तेजस्विनी, लाइक
जी.
आपने बोला अनलिस्ट करके रखना है, मैंने स्केड्यूल कर
हाँ,
दिया उसको 4 घंटे बाद, विल दैट वर्क ऑल्सो द सेम वे कि अनलिस्ट ही करना पड़ेगा?
unlist is better option. आप जब schedule करते हो, the review doesn't happen from the YouTube.
ओके.
मेरा भी क्वेश्चन है तेज से।
आदेश जी.
टॉप 5 निशेस जो अभी यूट्यूब पे ज्यादा वायरल है, एंड अगर मेरा वर्क अलग है और निश अलग है, क्या वो उसको हम कंबाइन कर सकते हैं?
You can see the story format that they are following in your language. क्योंकि आप स्टोरीज के बारे में ज्यादा बोल रहे हो तो मैं एक एक कह रही हूँ. उसका जो लाइक लेट्स सपोज एआईडीए फॉलो कर रहा है वो टॉप निशेस वाले, ब्रिंग दैट एआईडीए फ्रेमवर्क इन योर थिंग. इफ दे आर फॉलोइंग अ पॉडकास्ट वाला फ्रेम, देन ब्रिंग दैट. लाइक सपोज मील प्रेप्स हो रहे हैं, मैं अभी ये इसका थोड़ा वर्क कर रही हूँ कि हाउ कैन आई गेट मील प्रेप्स इनटू मार्केटिंग. So, something like that. Yes, definitely you can get the context, not the complete as is.
एंड ऑल्सो
Modify, model
एआईडीए
कर
का
सकते
मतलब
हो.
भी होता है लाइक एक्शन, अटेंशन, इंटरेस्ट, डिजायर एंड एक्शन. ठीक है, जो
हाँ,
एआईडीए
उसके
का
अलावा
बता रहे
देर
हो.
इज.
नहीं, आदेश को
हाँ.
एआईडीए नहीं पता है.
AID
Oh, I'm so sorry,
attention
Adesh ji.
interest
डिजायर एंड एक्शन
बट लास्ट टाइम उन्होंने कहीं बोला था
नहीं
एआईडीए
पता
के
है.
बारे में.
नहीं नहीं, एआईडीए इन्होंने नहीं बोला था.
ओके ओके ओके,
and
नो
I
action
प्रॉब्लम.
I
the
know na.
last is action right
Yeah, attention, interest, desire, and action. So it's a marketing framework लाइक
Okay.
बीइंग टोल्ड इन एमबीए कॉलेजेस, टॉप एमबीए कॉलेजेस, वहां सिखाया जाता है ये सब।
एंड अर्पित जी, बस एक क्वेश्चन,
यूजीसी का
सॉरी,
क्या मतलब होता है?
यूजर जनरेटिव
यूजर
कंटेंट।
जनरेटेड कंटेंट।
हाँ जी,
So
हाँ।
that is different from AI generated content, and that's how it is different.
इट्स नॉट वेरी डिफरेंट, इट्स वेरी सिमिलर। ठीक है, आपके बेसिकली कस्टमाइज्ड वे में डिजाइन करते हैं, तो वो एक इंसान भी बना सकता है और वो एआई भी बना सकता है।
Oh. So it's not about the person who's making it. ऐसा नहीं है कि it will get segregated because the human is making it.
फॉर एग्जाम्पल मुझे स्टोरी टेलिंग पे चाहिए, तो मैं
हाँ.
आदेश से भी बनवा सकता हूँ या एआई से भी बनवा सकता हूँ, बोथ आर यूजर जनरेटिव कंटेंट। अब मैं एआई से बनवाऊंगा तो मेरे को और जल्दी चीज़ें मिल जाएंगी और डिफाइन चीज़ें मिल जाएंगी। आदेश अगर एक्सपर्ट है तो वो भी मुझे बहुत बढ़िया तरीके से बना सकता है, टाइम डिफरेंस आ जाएगा बस।
Okay.
हाँ जी। हाँ
मेरे
तेजस्वी, आप कुछ
एक
बोल रहे थे।
पॉइंट यहाँ था, एआईडीए के अलावा आजकल जो चल रहा है, दैट इज समवेयर अराउंड, मैं सिनोनिम, सिंक्रोनिम, वट एवर दैट नेम, एक्रोनिम भूल चुकी हूँ, बट फुल फॉर्म में ये है कि पहले आप अपना पेन पॉइंट बताओ, फिर तीन पॉइंट्स का लेसन दो, 3 डिफरेंट लेसन
यस
गेटिंग, और लास्ट में
यस
आप अपना सोल्यूशन दो।
हाँ
दैट पीएस फ्रेमवर्क कॉपी राइटिंग में आता है ना,
हाँ हाँ
आई
हाँ।
थिंक दैट इज
Yes, I forgot that acronym, unfortunately.
तो बेसिकली हर ये बेसिक कम्युनिकेशन का पार्ट है। सो वेन एवर वी स्टार्ट कम्युनिकेटिंग और आंसरिंग एनी वंस क्वेश्चन, सो दिस इज हाउ वी डू इट। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी एक्नॉलेज द पर्सन कि हाँ ये है, एंड देन वी क्लैरिफाई एंड देन वी डायग्नोज दैट पार्ट। एंड व्हेन वी डू दैट, उस प्रोसेस में आप ये सारी चीज़ें करते हो, वो हर पर्सन ने अपने अपने एनालॉजीज बना रखे हैं।
Do we have Sai still? Oh, yes, we have Sai. Sai, can I ask you a question, please?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sai, you mentioned in one of your slides, it said that, like, when you're making your ad,
Hmm.
this thing you said about testing and iterating. So when you say
Hmm.
testing, are you saying that we are supposed to be testing it live on meta ads, or you're saying that, like, you just see it yourself and whether it is affecting you and bringing that emotion within you
I'm
or not?
talking about paid. You need to run the ad.
We need to run the ad. भाई
Yeah.
पैसा ही पैसे को खींचता है, बिना पैसे के कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, हमें बता
देखो मैं आपको एक चीज़
क्या
बताता
कर
हूँ।
सकते हैं?
नहीं, एक चीज़ बताते हैं, साई जो कह रहा है रन द एड्स, तो सारी चीज़ें ठीक है, बट यू कैन डू बीटा टेस्टिंग। ठीक है, आप उसमें ज़्यादा पैसे नहीं लगाओगे, आप थोड़े पैसे से टेस्ट कर सकते हो, ताकि अगर आपको रिजल्ट मिल रहा है देन यू पुट इन द मोर मनी एंड देन यू कैन स्टार्ट, जो कलाम ने बताया था।
इसमें एक चीज कर सकते हो आप ईशा जी, आप है ना एक ग्रुप बनाओ, ठीक है, और आप जो प्रॉब्लम्स सॉल्व कर रहे हो ना, उसको उस पे ऐड चलाओ और आप ग्रुप ज्वाइन करो, उधर टेस्ट करो, वो भी एक बेस्ट तरीका होता है टेस्टिंग के लिए।
एंड आपने वीडियोस बना रखे हैं कई सारे इंस्टाग्राम पे, अगर
हाँ
और
हाँ।
व्हाट्सएप पे शेयर करते हो, तो देखो किसके ज़्यादा व्यूज़ हैं, किन वीडियोस पे रिस्पॉन्सेज अच्छे हैं, उस वीडियो पे टेस्ट करो, उस कराउजल पे टेस्ट करो, क्योंकि उस पे ऑलरेडी लोग देख रहे हो, एल्गोरिथम ऑलरेडी उसको बूस्ट कर रहा है, सो दैट विल हेल्प यू मोर इन द बीटा टेस्ट फेस। बाकी कलाम ने 1,000 रुपये लिखा था, यू कैन स्टार्ट विद 500 एज वेल। ठीक है।
इवन 300 200 भी वर्क करेगा, ग्रुप वाली स्ट्रेटेजी लेके चलो, 200 300 भी वर्क
हाँ,
करेगा।
बट डिपेंड्स ऑन द ऑडियंस, तो टेकिंग एन एवरेज इज
हाँ
500 इज अ डिसेंट प्राइस। एंड पहले 5 दिन तो पिक्सल्स ही ट्रेंड होते हैं, 3 से 5 दिन। सो वेन एवर यू रन अ एड, तो आप भूल जाओ कि बहुत बढ़िया लीड आ जाएगी 5 दिन के अंदर। सो पिक्सल्स विल गेट ट्रेंड आपको, और नाइस सेग्रीगेटेड ऑडियंस में जाएंगी, तो 4-5 दिन लग
उम्मीद
जाता
से
है उसमें।
मान के चलें कि 10 से 15 हजार तो आपके एड समझने में ही निकलने वाले हैं।
नहीं, डिपेंड करता है आपका एड सेट क्या है और कौन चला रहा है।
अच्छा। अच्छा।
ठीक है, तो
ठीक।
अगर कोई ऐसा पर्सन है जिसने 10,000 लोग के ऐड चला रखे, और एक ऐसा पर्सन है जो 1,000 लोग के ऐड चला रखा है, और ऐसा पर्सन है जो आज ही ऐड चला रहा है, तो बहुत बड़ा डिफरेंस हो जाएगा, क्योंकि डेटा सेट उसके पास ज़्यादा है, उसके पास ज़्यादा टेस्टिंग का
हम
डेटा है।
कलाम को पकड़ेंगे, कलाम सर प्लीज।
और also इस पे डिपेंड करता है, अगर मान लो आपकी ऑर्गेनिक ऑडियंस अच्छी है ना, देन बहुत इम्पैक्ट करता है वो आपके मेटा एड से।
अच्छा। ओके।
सोशल
हाँ
प्रूफिंग हो
फॉलोअर्स
जाता है।
वॉलोअर। हाँ
ठीक है, I personally prefer ads are the best way to reach to the right audience in the fastest time possible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm. But always have a 3 month budget in advance.
Hmm. I missed the question.
Uh, this was not a question. I was just answering, like telling कि always have a 3 month budget in advance. Like मोटा मोटा अगर आप start कर रहे हो तो have a 1 lakh rupees budget for running ads. आप खुद अगर रन कर रहे हो तो अगर आप किसी से सर्विस ले रहे हो तो आप एटलीस्ट 2 लाख का बजट लेके चलो, ठीक है। एंड अगर आप 3 4 महीने या 6 महीने हो चुके हैं एड्स में, देन हैव अ बजट ऑफ 3 लाख रुपीज इन एडवांस। बाकी निकिता, आर यू देयर?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Like I have a question for you as well. Like while you were creating website with AI, तो उसमें जो एलिमेंट्स आप ऐड कर रहे थे वो कहाँ से कर रहे थे?
कौन से वाले एलिमेंट्स?
जब वेबसाइट क्रिएट हो गया था तो एलिमेंट्स लाइक जो फोटोज एंड
तो
वीडियोस हम
वो
डालते हैं।
जो बिल्डर होता है ना हमारा, जैसे
हाँ।
एलिमेंट और बिल्डर है,
हम्म।
तो बिल्डर के थ्रू ही हमें वेबसाइट डिजाइन कर सकते हैं। एक हमारा होस्टिंग होता है, एक डोमेन होता है, और थीम अलग होती है, और बिल्डर अलग होता है। जो बिल्ड थीम उसी पे बिल्डर के ऊपर ही वर्क कर सकती है। अगर हम कोई भी थीम लेते हैं तो ये हमें बिल्डर लेना ही पड़ता है, जब ये हम उस बिल्डर पे ही वेबसाइट बना सकते हैं।
ओके।
चाहे वो वर्डप्रेस पे हो, उसके अंदर ही लेना पड़ता है। तो एलिमेंट और है वो फ्री बिल्डर है, तो उसमें बन जाता है। और उसका प्रो वर्जन लो तो अच्छे से और बना सकते हो, लेकिन वो फ्री में भी उसकी बन जाती है। तो हम एलिमेंटर के थ्रू उसमें चेंजेस कर सकते हैं।
ठीक है।
निकिता, रिगार्डिंग वेबसाइट्स मुझे एक सवाल पूछना था। जैसे
हम्म।
आजकल एमरजेंट नाम की एक एआई वेबसाइट है जो
हम्म।
आपको हाथों हाथ, लाइक इट हेल्प्स यू मेकिंग दैट। डू यू सजेस्ट कि उसका प्रो वर्जन लेना जरूरी है या फ्री पे भी ठीक काम कर देता है?
क्या दोबारा पूछो कि मेरे वो इंटरनेट कनेक्शन थोड़ा ऐसा हो गया।
जैसे इमरजेंट या कोई भी आप जो वेबसाइट डेवलपिंग एआई पावर्ड जो भी आपकी वेबसाइट्स हैं, जो
हम्म।
वेबसाइट बना रही हैं, जैसे इमरजेंट हो गया, डू यू
हम्म।
सजेस्ट दैट वी शुड हैव अ प्रो वर्जन ऑफ इट इन ऑर्डर टू मेक अ बेटर वेबसाइट एंड टू बेटर रिजल्ट्स, या फ्री में भी वो कर देता है ढंग का काम?
फ्री में भी कर देते हैं, उसमें ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है। आराम से फ्री में भी हो जाता है। जरूरी नहीं है, अगर आपको बहुत ज्यादा वेबसाइट की नीड है, जैसे कोई ई कॉमर्स की वेबसाइट है या कुछ है, उसमें तो आपको प्रो वर्जन लेना बेटर रहेगा। बट आपको एक सर्विस बेस्ड वेबसाइट है, तो उसमें जरूरत नहीं होती। उसमें तो बस आपको एक तरीके से पोर्टफोलियो आपको दिखाना है अपना, कि हम ये हैं, ये सर्विस प्रोवाइड है, तो वो कर सकते हैं उसमें।
अच्छा, एक चीज, ये मेरा आपके उससे रिलेटेड नहीं है पर वेबसाइट से रिलेटेड है। मैं यहाँ
श्योर।
जैसे वेबसाइट जब हम बनाते हैं अपनी, लेट्स जस्ट से
हम्म।
कि अगर जैसे मेरी वेबसाइट बनेगी तो वो एक सर्विस बेस्ड वेबसाइट होगी, जस्ट
हम्म।
लाइक पोर्टफोलियो। क्या मैं उस पे बुकिंग स्लॉट जब अगर उसमें डालती हूँ और मैं इमीडिएटली उसमें जब मैं लिंक क्रिएट करती हूँ, दैट्स अ पेमेंट लिंक, तो क्या दैट विल मेक इट एन ई कॉमर्स वेबसाइट, या फिर वो उसके बगैर भी, मतलब विदाउट बीइंग एन ई कॉमर्स प्लेटफॉर्म, वो आराम से बस एक रेजर पे का लिंक लगा के काम हो सकता है?
लग जाता है, आराम से लग जाता है। ई कॉमर्स वेबसाइट बिल्कुल डिफरेंट होती है, और वो तो सिर्फ एक प्राइसिंग है कि भाई ये सब सब्सक्रिप्शन है या कुछ भी है, वो उसमें ऐड हो जाता है नॉर्मल सर्विस वेबसाइट में। ई कॉमर्स वेबसाइट होती है जिसमें हम प्रोडक्ट्स बेच रहे हैं बहुत सारे अलग अलग तरीके के, और ये ई कॉमर्स में नहीं आती है, नॉर्मल भी ऐड हो जाता है।
ओके।
ई कॉमर्स में क्या होता है ना, आपके एस के यूज होते हैं, कई
हम्म।
सारे प्रोडक्ट की लिस्टिंग होती है, तो वो ई कॉमर्स में चला जाता है, जो आप शॉपिफाई से करवा सकते हो, मल्टीपल टूल से उससे करा सकते
वर्डप्रेस में भी होता है,
हो,
उसमें
वर्डप्रेस
हम
पे
बुक
भी हो
कॉमर्स
जाता है।
के through कर देते हैं।
तो
हाँ।
जैसे आपकी अगर अलग अलग सर्विसेज हैं,
हम्म।
तो क्या उसके लिए इज इट ओके टू हैव अ सर्विस बेस्ड वेबसाइट, और आप उस पे अलग अलग उसके वो पेजेस पे वो लगा के और फिर उस पे रेजर पे का अपना लिंक लगा दो, या उसके लिए यू नीड एन ई कॉमर्स वेबसाइट?
नहीं नहीं नहीं, सर्विसेज के लिए तो नॉर्मल वेबसाइट होती है सर्विस बेस्ड, उसमें ही सारी सर्विसेज ऐड होती हैं। मैं आपको ई कॉमर्स की जरूरत नहीं है।
ईशा, मैं समझ पा रहा हूँ आप थोड़ा सा, आपको लग रहा है ई कॉमर्स मल्टीपल, देखो ई
मुझे
कॉमर्स
अभी
क्या है ना,
किसी
वो
ने
प्रोडक्ट
बहुत
बेस्ड है,
ज्यादा
प्रोडक्ट
कंफ्यूज
बेस्ड।
किया
आप प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड में हो।
हाँ नहीं, मुझे रिसेंटली किसी ने वेबसाइट बनाने के चक्कर में इस चीज को लेके बहुत बड़ा कंफ्यूज किया। जब मैंने उनसे ये बात बोली थी कि दैट आई नीड लाइक माय ऑल दीज जो भी मेरे प्रोग्राम्स हैं, आई वांट देम ओवर देयर, तो सेड ओह फिर तो ई कॉमर्स पे जाना पड़ेगा। मैंने कहा क्यों?
हाँ, छींक आई तो एमआरआई करा लो। हाँ, ठीक है।
हाँ वही वही वही, इसलिए मैंने पूछा था, ये
हाँ।
पर्सनल पेन था मेरा।
नहीं नहीं, ठीक है। देखो, जो आपके ई कॉमर्स होते हैं वो प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड में मोस्टली होते हैं, यहाँ पे एसकेयूज होते हैं। अब जब आप सर्विस दे रहे हो, वो एसकेयू नहीं है, वो आपकी सर्विसेज हैं, एंड इट इज जनरली प्रेफर्ड टू नॉट पुट मल्टीपल सर्विसेज इन अ सिंगल वेबसाइट। तो वो आपका पॉइंट ही हटा देता है। इट्स बेसिकली फॉर योर पोर्टफोलियो, योर ओन ब्रांडिंग। वहां से आप उनको रीडायरेक्ट कर सकते हो डिफरेंट लैंडिंग पेजेस पे, या एक लैंडिंग पेज पे चले जाओ, या
उस
आप
वेबसाइट में
अबाउट
ही
ऑफ
सर्विस
सर्विसेज।
वाले
हाँ। हाँ निकिता, आप बता सकते हो बेटर।
तो उस वेबसाइट में ही पेजेस होते हैं, जो भी पेज होते हैं, जैसे अबाउट अस पेज हो गया, कॉन्टेक्ट अस पेज हो गया, उसी तरीके से सर्विस पेज भी उसी में ऐड हो जाता है। उसके लिए डिफरेंट अलग तरीके से नहीं करना पड़ता, उसमें ही डिफरेंट डिफरेंट पेजेस ऐड हो जाते हैं। तो जो सर्विसेज के होते हैं, जैसे आपके कोई भी इमोशनल वेलनेस का हो गया, उसमें आपको मेंटल हेल्थ की अलग सर्विस है, किसी और चीज की अलग सर्विस है, नेचुरोपैथी की जो भी होती है, तो उसमें आप सर्विसेज के सब सर्विसेज डाल सकते हो उसमें, तो वो अलग अलग पेज उसमें ही क्रिएट हो जाते हैं। आपको अलग से कुछ भी नहीं करना पड़ता है, उसी में अलग से पेजेस हम बना सकते हैं।
थैंक यू सो मच निकिता, दैट वाज रियली हेल्पफुल।
कूल।